before this stage ends, so I'm just completely confused.
Well, look, I thought they were saving gas or just being conservative to stay out of the wreck, and then we thought...
And there it is. One car goes sliding across the infield grass. William Byron, who won his qualifying race here on Thursday. And that will change everything.
Certainly has changed it for that Exalted 24.
Contact with Ricky Stenhouse puts William Byron into the inside wall and a hard hit.
I believe he was in 4th position in front of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And they had just gotten a run. The 10 gets to the rear bumper, the 13, little surge of the 47. Oh, he gets to the left side of that rear bumper. And we've seen when you try to bump draft, you need to be either the center or to the right. Oh, it almost looked like Stenhouse was going to poke out and try to go by him and maybe misjudged it, made contact, turned William Byron right around. Those guys had so much anticipation after that great duel on Thursday. You could just see as Ricky Stenhouse Jr. moved left, he just caught that left rear of the bumper.
Into the safer barrier that now lines the inside of this speedway as well as the outside. The 00 has crashed here in Daytona. Rookie Quinn Houff. Other cars involved as they come to the caution flag. It'll be the 4th caution of the day, coming at lap 90.
That's the 52 of McLeod. BJ McLeod got caught up in it as well.
Houff was running 28th, McLeod 35th. Left of your screen.
You can see they're coming up to put him a lap down.
Ooh.
Oh, it looked to me like, Quinn just came up a little bit more than what the 10 of Almirola was expecting, and they just touched and ended up turning him into the outside lane. That was a close call for our 10 of Eric Almirola also. Now those Fords had dropped to the back to try to stay clear of all this mess. And you see BJ nowhere to go, tries to avoid that wreck, and then he catches the outside wall.
Riding with Kyle Larson, credit one onboard camera.
I just really think Eric Almirola expected Quinn Houff to stay lower off of that corner, and he was just going to get to his outside, side draft him, and go right on by.
The first 13 cars have yet to make this final stop. 12 Chevrolets and Timmy Hill's Ford. Treble turn 4. One car.
Stenhouse Jr.
No caution. We stay green as Stenhouse makes it to pit road with a lot of damage there. Oh, here comes Jones. Whoa, huge run.
We talk about communication, and Eric Jones had no idea that the 47 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. was coming to pit road.
The 2008 winner, Newman, battling for the lead. And let's see if there's contact for Kyle Busch. This is Joey Logano right behind him. Trouble.
Big wreck. Here's the big one. Man.
Well, there goes half the field.
Sure does.
And it's Ryan Newman leading them around. Oh.
Jimmy Johnson. Hopes in his final Daytona 500.
Kurt Busch, another former Daytona 500 winner. Brad Keselowski trying to win it for the first time, all torn up. Bubba Wallace, Eric Almirola, one of the fastest Fords in this entire field. And here's Martin Truex, who couldn't get back to the lead pack and gets all torn up. Smoke out the exhaust pipe.
That's not a tire problem for the 18 of Kyle Busch. You can see Joey Logano really aggressive to the rear bumper of the 10. He's going to push him all the way up to the 2. And they just, right before the 10 gets there, there's a little bit of movement. And that little bit of movement, when you make that much contact, turns your car right around. That's exactly what happened to Brad Keselowski and the 10 of Almirola.
And that happens right in front of most of the field.
And that really all started with a big push from Joey Logano. Remember Joey Logano talking on the radio earlier about, you got to tell me when I'm pushing that car and it's going to make contact with the car in front of us. Well, that happened right there with his teammate.
Here's our Ford onboard camera with Logano.
You could hear he started to lift, but unfortunately Almirola's car started sort of swaying back and forth right before he made contact with the two. Hooks his bumper, turns him around.
Oh, he slammed Alex Bowman. And then it's on. And for the second time in less than a handful of years, Aric Almirola ends up being knocked out of a good chance to win the Daytona 500.
Well, you hear it on board with Austin Dillon. He even downshifted, trying to get that car slowed down enough to avoid this accident.
Riding with Jimmy Johnson, our Chevy cam.
Ooh, just gets slammed. One of the cars loses control. I think that was Mark Truex Jr. Came down, made heavy contact with Jimmy on the right side. Really, I mean, Aric Almirola was basically the meat between the sandwich there. He's getting pushed from Joey Logano. He's going up to the rear bumper. He has no choice but to bump draft the two. All Brad can do is try to hold the steering wheel straight. I mean, this is just aggressive racing in the end of this race.
Eight to go.
Oh!
Crash in the back of the field.
Eric
Two
Jones,
cars piled up there.
And Reed Sorensen. Oh, sorry, Timmy Hill.
Timmy Hill, who was 10th after the 20 laps run yesterday, and Reed Sorensen. And caution is out with 8 to go.
Sorensen goes to the middle. A lot of sparks out of that car. I think he cut a tire down.
Oh, it slid right up in front of Timmy Hill.
Yeah, anytime you see that much, those types of sparks, it basically that tire has gone down and now a car is lower down and riding on something, some steel, maybe the track bar adjuster mount. Watch these two stall out now as this big run from Ryan Preece comes from behind.
2 to go.
Boy, that was just textbook by Denny Hamlin. Can he put the block on? Oh, car. Oh, 77.
Right behind you.
That was Ross Chastain. Got down on the apron, turned him sideways up the racetrack.
Straight into Ryan Preece.
Chase
And we have
Elliott involved.
Another multi-car pileup. With 2 to go, we'll go to overtime. There's the Connecticut Kids car.
Joey Logano.
Logano's got a flat left rear and trouble on the right front. Ty Dillon stuck in the grass, no rear deck lid or spoiler.
Well, that was a big hit by Ross Chastain.
He wants to make it around to pit road to load the car.
Yeah.
77 right here.
Well, I knew those cars were going to stall out. You can see right there, Ryan Preece sort of pushes Chastain down onto the apron. As soon as it gets down the apron, he loses control. And heavy, heavy impact to the 22 of Logano from Chastain. Car goes sideways. He tries to correct. You know, those kinds of impacts for Logano, it might not look as big of an impact as what we see some of these other cars because of the damage, but when you get right into the driver's side door and then the passenger side door goes in the wall, those hurt.
That almost looks, Jeff, like the right rear went down with all those sparks and the car just...
Ouch. See Christopher Bell go by with some damage.
Let's ride with him and our Toyota cam.
Ooh. Just nowhere to go.
and will ride with Ross Chastain.
He had such a run. You really, at this stage in the race, you have no choice. You just can't lift. And
we're coming to overtime, sponsored by Credit One Bank. 18 lead lap cars trying to win the Daytona 500. Green flag.
Oh, cars got loose. Spun some tires. Contact. Is that Boyer?
And McDowell.
Oh, man.
And caution's out. We'll try it again.
Boy, he was already upset about starting in that row. He would have been out of that.
So here's Clint Boyer.
The 12 comes up to the rear bumper. The 6. Oh, actually, maybe it was Boyer had some contact from behind from the 34 of McDowell. Sent him up into Haley, actually. I knew they made contact. I wasn't sure where that contact came from. Ooh, we saw this the other night in the in one of the duels. Or was that maybe it's the Clash, but one of the similar things where they came to the line and spun the tires with a little bit of contact.
Ryan Newman, that was Ryan Newman spinning the tires, and William Byron, and they both spun off track.
Denny put the block on him. Great job not causing a wreck on that block.
White flag under green. Next flag will end the race, and Newman is there.
Newman's got locked onto his rear bumper just like he did. Oh, wrecking behind Chase Elliott around.
Spinning around, still green.
Still green.
Still green, and here they come.
And here comes Blaney.
Ryan Blaney up behind Ryan Newman, trying to get him to Hamlin.
Newman backed up to Blaney. Big run coming here.
To the inside, Newman to the front.
Nothing Denny Hamlin could do. What can Ryan Blaney now do? Here comes a push from Denny Hamlin. Oh, this thing's not over yet. Not at all.
Ryan Newman off turn 4 for the final time. Blaney to the outside, to the inside. Here comes Hamlin up the outside.
Wow.
Crash into the wall, into the air goes Newman.
Upside down.
In a shower of sparks on his roof, Ryan Newman comes across the line, 4th. And comes to rest. Scoring unofficial between Hamlin and Blaney as far as who crossed the finish line first. Newman got turned, went up in the air. As he came down, was hit by another car and launched skyward, coming down on his roof. The AMR safety team is there quickly to attend to Ryan Newman.
Newman gets a pretty good run to the turn 4, but now here comes a huge run by Ryan Blaney, being pushed by Denny Hamlin. He tries to go to the outside, then the inside. They lock bumpers and turns Ryan Newman around. Upside down he goes. Corey LaJoie coming along, making contact.
Yeah, just lifting Newman's car up and over, and it comes to rest on its roof. Here is the second closest finish in Daytona 500 history. Denny Hamlin the winner in both of them. This time it is Ryan Blaney finishing second. Blaney tried the top side, tried to get low. Ryan Newman goes around, and the car goes to its roof, and here's the onrushing Corey LaJoie picking it up and over. Let's see if something flies off Nemechek's car here.
Yeah, everything seems to be fine right here. Right there, you see a piece of debris or a piece of rubber flies off. There's another piece, and this car starts to swerve to the left like it has a left rear tire going down, and he loses control.
And that puts us under the 4th caution of the day, and the first one for an on-track incident.
And there you see that left rear tire clearly down.
55 laps to go at Talladega. Here's another of the questions in the $1,000 Fox Bet Super 6 game. Oh, big spin. Chase Elliott. And everybody scatters. Several years ago, they paved that entire backstretch apron at Talladega, and it's a good thing they did.
You see heavy damage to the front end of that car. Then you see, look at the right rear's down. I mean, all the tires down. Big damage. Comes a big push from the 2 car, Brad Keselowski. Oh, the 22 of Logano moves up in front of him while he's getting that push from Brad Keselowski. Brad, again, like we talked with Logano earlier, can't see what's in front of him. He's just pushing Chase Elliott. Chase tries to make some evasive action to go around the 22. Those bumpers connect and turns Chase Elliott right around. Here comes Austin Dillon. Makes contact with that right rear in the 9.
Wow, how did William Byron miss him? I wonder if that was as close from up high as it looked from here.
So here comes the push to the rear bumper. Chase Elliott. Now he has a huge run coming, and he just, he's got to figure out where to go with it. He doesn't want to run right in the back of the 22. He tried to hedge to the inside at that same time, and that's the problem. When you're getting pushed like that, you really can't turn the steering wheel, and Brad Keselowski's on his rear bumper, and it's going to hook that car and turn it around. You saw that very last little bit of contact, and that's what sent Chase Elliott around as he tried to go to the inside of the 22. They made it look easy today, Mike, where the Penske Fords have been able to get together. Oh, we got an issue. Brennan Poole goes around. Caution is out, even though he keeps it going.
I just know that's going to be my fault. I so wanted to pick him. He's having a great day today.
You could have picked him on one heck of a save.
Yeah. Joey Gase with a lot of damage there, and Brennan Poole.
In that middle lane, riding along, everything seemed to be going well. Oh. Well, I don't know. The car just got loose. It didn't look like he had any contact from behind. Maybe a tire went down, but that car just turned around on him going into the corner. Jimmie Johnson getting into the quarter panel. Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Here comes the 7-time series champ up the outside.
Oh, Kevin Harvick to the inside, turns Johnson. Caution. It just looked to me like Jimmy had a big run. Thought Kevin Harvick was going to stay with him, and Kevin Harvick thought twice about that and decided to go to the inside of Jimmie Johnson. They make contact. So here goes Jimmy to the outside of the 47 as Stenhouse through the tri-oval. Side drafts. Now here comes a pretty big run from Kevin Harvick being pushed by the 17. And Kevin just decides to take, there's a small gap there between Stenhouse and Jimmie Johnson. He had such a big run. He chose to go to that middle lane. Not sure if there was enough room there, just closed up on him in a hurry. So here he goes to the middle. Jimmy comes down a little bit, but just don't know if there was really any room there. If there was, very little.
And if Harvick goes any lower, he's into Stenhouse.
And remember, Harvick's being pushed by the 17.
Yep.
Chris Buescher.
Let's ride with Kevin Harvick.
Oof. Just so close there.
Stenhouse leading the second lane, going nowhere. It is Harvick and Chris Buescher.
Watch this run that Ty Dillon might be able to give to Ryan Blaney to give him a big run.
Nope, Ty goes underneath. Blaney pokes out. Stenhouse is with him. Harvick got away from Buescher.
I reckon.
But up front, they're racing for the win.
Blaney's
the crash
ahead.
is in the back, and Blaney is the leader. Stenhouse Comes back to him on the bottom. Off turn 4, 3 wide.
Not over yet. Here comes Eric Jones.
Nemechek trying to push Jones. Eric Jones with help. Here comes Almirola. Crash into the wall. I think it's Stenhouse. It might be Blaney.
Oh my goodness. They were what, 3-4 wide? Slamming and banging. Almirola spun out, but he's in 3rd position at the line.
Great job there, Josh. Way to stay calm, collected.
Now Ryan Blaney was able to side draft, get that run, get to the inside of the 4. Here comes a huge run. John Hunter Nemechek to the rear bumper of Eric Jones, just shoving him to Ryan Blaney. Ryan Blaney goes from the top all the way to the bottom to try to block that run. More contact. Man, Stenhouse was so close to pulling ahead of Blaney.
Wow.
And look at the 10 car
And
spinning
Almirola,
as he backs
3rd
over
at the line. How about that?
Kyle Busch picking his lane.
Tyler Reddick has to win. He's put himself in position. So does Eric Jones. Great run here. Yep, huge run right here. What does Eric Jones do? He helps his teammate.
Tyler Reddick out front. Now Tyler's going to try to block.
He's in the fence.
Up into the wall he goes. The 18 also in the wall. Eric Jones gets caught up in it as well. The big one does happen. The 47, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., McDowell. Austin Dillon caught up in this. That's Ryan Newman in the 6. Kurt Busch in the 1.
Little damage to the 19 down there. He's carrying a bumper cover down pit road. Kurt Busch trying to get in the pit lane.
You could feel it coming. You knew it was coming. Just
37 also, Ryan Preece. A lot of damage.
Ryan Newman.
Yeah, window net down, and he's going to climb out under his own power this time at Daytona. I'm sure not happy about the way this one ends.
No, but I know it's not how he wanted it to end, but just to be back at the track, I mean, it's unbelievable. I know he doesn't care about that right now, right? He's a competitor, but it's great to see him at the track.
Yeah, the AMR safety team right there on the track, and he waves to the crowd.
He goes up to block into that outside line. Some contact there with the 18, both of them in the fence.
then behind him, the 24, the 48, the 21. I think all those 3 got by with no damage. The 24, we got to get another look at him and make sure he didn't get some damage on his right side. But you said it, Junior, right here, Tyler Reddick, clear, way too aggressive of a block. No way Kyle Busch could really do anything there. And then everything behind it just is complete chaos.
A huge hit by that 37 that gets
Ryan
turned
Preece
back up the racetrack.
Yeah, head on into that outside wall for Ryan Preece.
He's had some hard hits this year.
It's been a bad year.
Yeah, JTG Doherty Racing has suffered through quite a few disappointments.
Yeah, the contact right there got they loose. Puts them both in the fence. Man.
This Reddick trying to win this race. All right, let's keep an eye on this next shot.
Yeah, watch Jimmy Johnson in the 48.
There's all 3 of the point guys all right together in the middle of this wreck. Look at William Byron. It doesn't get closer than that.
Man.
Wow. Wow. Just couldn't make this block right here. Tried to do it. A little bit of damage, but not bad for him. You see everything that happened behind him, but you said it, Junior. Tyler Reddick, he's running second. If he doesn't have enough damage where he has to pit, he's still in second. Oh, look at this. Oh. That is why I'm up here tonight. It's just those impacts.
I was trying to see what happened to the 1 in this accident right here.
This is Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
Oh, He's sitting there at one point thinking, I might have missed this. And then, no.
That's what
Get hit in the left rear quarter panel and you're going around.
Those images, Junior. When you.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Little Joey Chitwood.
Yeah, he's not happy.
Yeah, Kyle's just not had. It's not been a year. Not been the kind of year Kyle wants for sure.
So this one of Kurt Busch all the way to the right of the screen, you're going to start to see the accident. The one's going to come in. I'm trying to see what got him turned around. I thought he was going to, oh, I see it now. The 6 and the 3 came together. When the 6 was wrecking down the track, he got the one in the right rear quarter panel.
Now contact made. Kenseth came down. The 14 up. The 9 out of shape. Here comes the 22. Logano's going to take the lead away from Denny Hamlin. 2 laps to go.
Bubba Wallace on the outside.
Big run. Contact made again. Bubba Wallace sideways. Can he save it?
William Byron, they're wrecking.
Now the 22 goes around.
Hold the brake, hold the brake, hold the brake.
Caution's going to come out now. Big wreck behind him. Bubba Wallace got through. Tyler Reddick hard hit. Jimmy Johnson caught up in the 48.
Yeah, big damage on Jimmy's car.
Could this be it for the 7-time champion? Not making the playoffs in his final year. It's going to go to overtime. But can the 48 even turn a lap?
Bit of a red flag here down in turn 1. Wow. Watch William Byron. So there's big contact right there with Bubba Wallace. Then William Byron through the middle. Even more contact with William Byron. I think that's where maybe the 22 car lost the right rear tire. Either that or just got turned around.
Yeah, once Joey gets up the racetrack, watch right here. There's contact all the way off turn 4, coming through the trial. Well, Joey makes a big move, feeling like he's in really good shape right here. Bubba Wallace to the outside. The 11 is to the back of Joey Logano. That gets him into Bubba Wallace. William Byron makes it 4 wide. Now that's when they make the contact, cut the right rear tire. Matty D could not get slowed down, and that's how quickly things happen at Daytona. Just a point of the race where you can't lift. You cannot lift right there.
Watch the 48 and how this happened.
Yeah, Jimmy sees all this going on in front of him and is trying to get out of the gas. Lifting, and Matt Kenseth up the racetrack into the side of the 48. Jimmy clips Tyler Reddick, sends him into the fence. Helpless feeling for a lot of those guys because once you get kind of turned, you're on your way wherever you're going, into the fence or into other cars. You see the damage the splitter has their left front tire locked up on that 48 car, so they're going to have to cut that free to be able to get him rolling. See how he navigates this crash.
3, clear middle. That's the 96 up to the very top. Check here in front of you. Stay low. Check, stay low. Keep coming forward here. Got the 48 right here on the apron. Watch that 48 slide back down. Keep going forward.
Denny Hamlin, as he gets into the back of the 22 here. This is off the bumper of Denny's car.
That's covered. Inside.
Flips the 22. The only thing, if you're worried about William Byron is that left rear tire. The contact that Joey Logano has with the 24, what that damage might have done to that tire when they get this restart, because he's not going to want to give up that first place or second place position.
What was the number you mentioned earlier, Steve? How many times at super speedway races has Martin Truex Jr. come up a little bit short?
Car in the fence, hard.
Oh, hard. Clint Boyer in the 14 slamming into the wall.
Hold your line.
They've already taken the white flag. The next flag will end the race. Martin Truex Jr. out front. Now William Byron fighting on the inside for the lead and the win. They run behind him again.
Stay with your teammate.
They continue to fight.
You're clear.
Through 3 and 4. William Byron looking for his first ever win in the NASCAR Cup Series. A win, a secured spot in the playoffs. William Byron's going to win. NASCAR has told us they wouldn't throw the caution if they thought the drivers were not in danger. if they were involved in an accident. They let them race all the way back to the checkered flag. You see the 13, Ty Dillon, hard contact. We saw the 4 of Kevin Harvick also involved. Clint Boyer was involved.
21 of Matt DiBenedetto crossed the line in 12th with a little bit of damage from some of those crashes happening in that last lap. He has a little bit of on Chris Buescher's car following Kevin Harvick down the back straightaway. Harvick gets in the fence there.
I think they all got checked up in front of Harvick, and Buescher wasn't able to get slowed down. And then
there he goes into turn 1, and the right rear tire's flat at that point. His teammate in front of him. Clint Boyer hit the wall off turn 2. This is down the back straightaway. Corey LaJoie gets turned around. Hard in the wall.
Oh, there's Almirola. And Ty Dillon also making big contact.
A great start for Denny Hamlin. Now he will proceed to block. He will get in front of whichever line he thinks is going to move the fastest and try to stay up front and dictate what's going to happen with this race. You're also going to hear side drafting is already.
Christopher Bell. I believe it's Christopher Bell.
Yeah, sure enough. Bell around in the back of the pack. The 8 also involved. And they're sliding down the banking. Caution has come out on lap 1.
Like Christopher might have had a left rear tire go down.
Yeah, for the right rear.
The right rear.
Wow.
Tyler Reddick in the 8 also involved. We saw him slow.
There it is. That's actually the left rear tire leaves one's flat. So that's just no practice and probably having.
Killed. I can't even drive straight here.
He's already around entering turn 3. Just have to wonder if that left rear was rubbing.
Contact with
yeah.
the 8.
Yeah, Tyler Reddick, no place to go.
And Tyler Reddick's day, that was big impact for him as well. What a disappointing start of this race for those 2 drivers.
Riding on the Coca-Cola can, Bubba Wallace.
Front of 47. Clear down if you want
He
it.
gets into the back of the car in front of him.
Easy. Stop. Up. Get up. Watch him coming up. Keep coming. All right.
Getting dirt track in that car. That dirt track experience probably helped him right there.
Whoa, I think cars getting together behind this pack.
Oh,
Sure enough, 47 is around, and he slams into the inside wall.
Yeah, Ricky Stenhouse look at the front of this car. He had some damage. He had some damage already from that first lap wreck. And now, of course, major damage.
The back end of that car is destroyed.
Getting a push from Nemechek through the tri-oval.
It's John Hunter Nemechek in the 38, and sure enough,
He just spins him. That's the thing about pushing is when you're pushing another car, you need to stay on that right rear quarter panel. If you get to the left rear quarter panel, aerodynamically, it really frees up the lead car. So easy to spin somebody out if you move to the left corner of the tailpiece, right there.
Yeah, in that case, it was almost like Ricky was going up the racetrack. Matter of fact, John Hunter was going down.
I've spun you out at Talladega here in 3 and 4, Jeff. In turn 3 and 4.
I remember that.
Getting on the left rear quarter panel.
I hadn't held it against you.
Big run from the 22 coming. It's going to get in the back of this 88. 88 tries to go to the outside.
and around they go. The 10 of Eric Almirola. Up in the air is the 18 of Kyle Busch. Ryan Blaney is caught in it as well. Can't tell who is wedged up against the wall with Almirola. The 18 was airborne. It's the 88 of Bowman.
All guys that are battling for the points. Who did we just talk about a minute ago that decided to go to the back? Going to ride around. He also needed
All right,
points.
well, good job there.
Clint Boyer saw this coming. Got out of it. He is going to survive this wreck.
With 3 to go, Alex Bowman is involved.
There
Eric
he is.
Almirola involved, and there's the 14 unscathed.
So how much damage does that 18 car have? Doesn't look too bad.
It was airborne, Jeff.
He just has to be careful here coming around this racetrack. This happens a little bit late, but Bowman was a little bit unsure of what to do, to the inside, to the outside. He saw a little bit of a hole in the outside of the 10 car, tried to squeeze in there. The 10 of Eric tries to block it. They make contact. Here it is, the 88. Probably thinking inside. He gets a big push right there. He's kind of always forced to make a decision, forced to go to one side or the other because of the aggressive push from the 22. If the 88 lifts and doesn't do anything, he's likely turned into the fence.
Yeah, just such a big push from behind. So you see right here, Logano pushing him. They get to the outside. I think they just make contact. I'm not even sure he meant to go there.
Yeah, I don't think
pushed so hard.
I don't think the 10 actually moved to block. I think he actually just had contact from the right rear quarter panel from the 88.
Yeah, that's what it just. Watch this ride.
They're both ways. So this 22 gets to this 88.
Yeah.
Here now.
The 10's not even looking in the mirror or doing anything to try to block that run. The 88 really kind of got forced up into the back of the 10.
Hanging on, and let me know how bad it is.
Martin Truex Jr. Happens that quickly.
Just so happy when you get through there, nobody collects you, clips you in the rear quarter panel or anything like that when you're in that situation the 19's in.
Yeah, you can see from that shot that contact was made just because the 22 was pushing so hard.
Lap 108, you're clear. 108 at the line here.
Oh, we got a crash!
48 goes around. The big one happening. The one's upside down.
Big wreck behind you.
Kurt Busch climbed all over the top of the 41 of Custer. The 2 is around. Playoff contenders involved. Kurt Busch won a week ago. He's safe into the round of 8. Everyone else is still fighting for points and positions. The 62, Brendan Gaughan, his final NASCAR race was taking place, and he has severe damage to that car. You see the 1, Kurt Busch got up and on top of the 41 of Cole Custer.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Tell me the 22 has something to do with that.
You see the AMR safety team on the track.
Oh, Clint Bowyer's out of his car. His day is done.
2 car looks unscathed here as he was spinning around, just has some flat tires to get back to pit road to change. Daniel Suarez with heavy right front damage here.
We were just talking about Daniel not knowing what he's going to be doing next year. Brendan Gaughan.
14 car has the 48 car out of control through the travel and gets into the left rear quarter panel and turns the 48.
Yeah, right there, the 14's pushing the 48. Gets him turning around. Now, stall for the right. Kurt Busch way up in the air. Fortunately, came down on his tires. There it starts, right there. That trial, we talked about it earlier, that is the worst place. That's where your car has the least amount of grip around this racetrack.
And remember, these race cars are 3,400 pounds flying through the air like toy cars.
On front, right there on 3 up, right there, low. Straight, low, come on, straight, hold the brake, nothing's coming. Left, all right, hold the brake right there. We're just gonna have a little bit of damage.
So right there, it starts. It seems like it gets calmed down, but another bit of contact. Now the 48's around, into the side of the 1.
And the 1's headed into the outside wall at full speed. Frightening view out the front of that car. As you know, that impact's coming. Anywhere from 30 to 40 G's head on into the fence.
Clint Bowyer in stage 1 decided to back out of it. In this stage, he decided to go try to get some points.
And look at there on the right side of the screen,
the
18 car, Kyle Busch trying to avoid the wreck. Slides up into Brandon Gaughan. Jimmy, look at the hands on the wheel. Whoa.
He was turning hard right, and the car was still going left.
Anytime you get pushed in the left rear quarter panel, the way the arrow works on these cars, it just spins the lead car out. More times than not.
A lot of cars involved. There were 11 laps to go in stage 2.
Kyle's trying to miss the 48 as he's coming off the wall and gets a little bit contact in the right rear tire.
Look at that, how quickly that car.
The contact, the head-on hit into the outside walls is really scary to watch.
Watch this shot.
Bottom 3, there's only 3 or 4 up top. Down. Keep coming.
Here comes Chase Elliott in the 9. A lot of speed, a big run. He had a huge push from the 24. Dives low, tries to get by. He's able to make the move, but he did get his 2 left side tires on the inside of the double yellow line. You can't pass below the double yellow line. Oh, and they're behind.
Wow.
Caution comes out before they get to the finish line.
Look who's in it.
Once again, Kyle Busch in the 18. The 4 of Kevin Harvick.
Wow.
Look at the damage to that 18. What a day it's been.
We'll have to see if the caution did indeed come out.
They did not get the white flag, we're being told by NASCAR.
So that means they'll try it again.
They threw the caution
And that's the worst case scenario for the 18.
They're going to red flag it, so I guess not. I have no.
All that work to get the points they were going to get.
Yeah, frustrated Kyle Busch. It's been, well, as he's put it, it's been 2020.
What a very frustrating day for Kyle Busch. But you know what? They fought. They kept fighting. Kyle did his part. Team did their part. Kept themselves in the game. That's all you can do in these situations.
Oh, the 18 gets turned sideways by a push from the 8 car. Tyler Reddick.
'19 caught up in it. Martin Truex Jr. And a lot of damage there to that right front.
We've seen it all day, guys. The pushing from behind, right there. And remember, Reddick has damage to his nose that may have contributed to it a little bit and how he was able to push the 18. Plus, the 18 had damage as well.
Yeah, the 18 car's got a ton of drag and a damaged tailpiece, and the 8 car damaged nose piece probably doesn't line up all that well.
What you want right here? Top line's going to roll here. Top line's going to roll. 22's in the middle. Start out. There you go. Tell me to stay. Keep coming. There you go by the line, White.
Joe Gibbs Racing cars involved right there, as well as that 4 of Kevin Harvick. Before the white flag was displayed, so that's why we will go overtime again.
Yeah, there's a caution way before they get to the start-finish line.
Top's going to come. Here they come.
Priest jumps out there. He's by himself. Hamlin in the back of the 9 car now. The inside lines together.
Oh, Bubba Wallace with a big move to get to that 3 wide and be the leader of that outside line.
He got a big
move.
shove.
Yeah, it was a great move, but there's no organization.
Oh, he's going to get turned.
Sideways.
Into the wall he goes.
Wrecking behind you here.
Bubba Wallace into the wall, and the caution has come out. There'll be a 3rd overtime.
Bubba went up there to try to get the momentum from that high side, but it disorganized, and then he was trying to find some energy off any car he could find behind him. Kelly, what do you got on the 43 car?
Yeah, Bubba Wallace, what a disappointment after he had such a strong run at times today. He said, oof, that one hurt. I think physically and probably a little bit emotionally, but obviously you see he's okay. Unstrapping himself, getting ready to climb out of the car. But man, what a disappointment for Bubba Wallace.
Yeah, and Ryan Blaney right behind him. Those 2 guys are best friends. And not the way they wanted this race to end.
As you said, Junior, it was going really well. Then it all got kind of disorganized right here, and now trying to find his way back to the bottom, or just, don't know if he was thinking to get in front of the 37 there, or if it's just Talladega, just a Talladega wreck, So easy to watch from our viewpoint and say, oh, guy should have done this, should have done that, but it's just Talladega. See it all the time.
So damage to the 2 as well, because the 43 got into the side of him.
The 88, does he get through? He gains a little bit of damage there. The 3 car of Austin Dillon, who has now worked himself back onto the lead lap.
That is amazing.
And he's involved in this accident as well.
And with this caution, see right here, I'll get another shot of this. See Bubba just coming down the racetrack a little bit. Priest maybe up the racetrack a little bit. Just both trying to get the best position they can. But all of these cars that were low on fuel, now it's more laps under caution.
Yeah.
So they're going to be in a position where I think you'll have to see more cars coming to pit road.
This is riding along with Bubba on the helmet.
So this was that run he got, Junior. Huge momentum.
He looks in the mirror and sees he's lost his health, so he's trying to get down here in front of the 37 car, where he's trying to just get any kind of help he can off the back end of his car, get some energy from a push. Let's watch him here. Looking in the mirror for a moment. Off into turn 3.
The Wood brothers and Matt DiBenedetto out front at Talladega.
No organization right now.
Look at this outside line.
Oh, we got a car in the wall in the back straightaway. Cody Ware. Here comes a 17 and the 24. They're going to try to block.
Eric
Gets
up into the wall. Now the 24, a big run. He slides. They make more contact. 3 wide as they come out of 4.
Hamlin to the inside. Side draft coming from the 24 car.
Denny Hamlin. William Byron through the tri-oval coming up to the stripe. And as they go across the stripe, a photo finish. Denny Hamlin gets the nod by 23 one-thousandths of a second.
No way.
And he's the only driver in this race that was in the 2001 Daytona 500.
That's like back in your era, Jeff.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Almirola Bowman.
Oh, the 24's on his side. Remember what I said, Clint, about 21 cars? I don't know if we got there, but man, that took out a lot of race cars and a lot of great race cars in there.
I know Eric Almirola was one of the front ones up front, so anytime that happens up front, you're going to take out a lot of them. There's Jamie McMurray.
All these cars stuck in that mud. We've had heavy rain down here overnight.
Tyler Reddick. That is a dozen of destruction.
When we talk about being aggressive, bump drafting, switching lanes here early on, only 14 laps into this 200-lap race.
Oh, Eric Almirola, who won his dual race, thought he had a great shot for the 500. All torn up. Here is Almirola's audio.
I have no vitals. Yeah, I'm okay. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, fast race car.
You can see the outside, 48, Alex Bowman doing a little side drafting to the right side of Eric Almirola.
And I see a gap in between Eric and the 20 car.
And look at the push coming from Kyle Busch to his teammate, Christopher Bell. Now that's going to get him to the rear bumper.
Big shot.
Oh, he just got over on that right side.
I could tell you another part of that equation, Jeff. These cars, they have skew in the rear ends. That's obviously for speed and make the cars go fast, make them pull up to other cars. It's also, in my experience, makes them squirrely. When that car hits him, it pushes that car into the steer of the rear end, and it can turn you in a heartbeat.
We're so reminiscent when Eric Almirola lost the lead in the closing yards of this race in 2018.
He was along for the ride. As soon as that contact hit, it just turned his car right. He took the words right out of my mouth. Unbelievable. Crushing blow to so many teams, so many efforts that it goes into having fast cars and being at this Daytona 500. That was a lot of heavy hitters in this one.
We're going to ride with Ryan Newman through this.
Well, look at that 24 car go up on the side on 2 wheels.
Back to 2 wide, but he's in the middle lane. bit more of a run. 43 closing on you. The 9 still has got spinning top, spinning top, spinning top.
Riding with Kurt Busch. That's Tyler Reddick right behind.
Stay low, stay low, stay low, stay low, stay low, stay low. Spinning.
You can see just how fast he got to the impact. Didn't take long to get to the crash, does it, Jeff?
No, it doesn't, especially when it happens to one of those guys running second or third. Now he's got to run. He had to check up. He's trying to get through the middle, so his heart rate's starting to go up already.
Worst case scenario, too. Has that big run coming up on what we all know is happening.
Jumps on the brakes here, a little wheel hop. He's in it at that point.
Look at that heart rate skyrocketing.
Jamie McMurray started this race at a heart rate of 100, so that tells you the intensity.
Hamlin on point.
Oh, wreck. Quinn Houff and Chase Briscoe.
And caution is out for the third time at lap 38.
I had just looked up naturally and was looking where the 14 was. He was back in like a 3-car pack off of the field a little bit.
Now those cars were on the lead lap in 22nd and 23rd positions.
Doesn't look like Chase has got
right
too
front
much
damage. Limping back to pit road.
Yeah, we're going to have to back it up a little bit more. They're already spun right there.
And Christopher Bell in the 20 has a left rear tire going down.
Yeah, let's keep an eye on the 20 as he goes into turns 1 and 2. You can see, boy, Bubba and Kyle get together a little bit. Stay out of trouble. Look at the left rear tire. You can already see right there. It's starting to get a little soft. Yeah. Slow leak in that left rear, and now you can really see it get on the sidewall and get flat, and it just comes around. He's doing everything he can.
Long for the ride.
There goes Chase Elliott. Ooh. Let's ride with him through this.
Just staying inside. It's as free as in your mirror. The 5 top gonna hit it. Mid, down, good down.
Boy, great job by Chase Elliott, as well as his spotter Eddie DeHunt helping him get through it. Now remember, the 20 machine of Christopher Bell, that car only changed right side tires on that last pit stop.
And Jamie McMurray's involved. Will Dillon have help? No, they come down to block. Logano goes back up, Keselowski with him. McDowell in tow, Dillon on the bottom.
The run's on top.
Whoa!
Teammates.
Around they go in a hard crash. Kyle Busch.
Kyle Larson.
Caution is out.
Bubba Wallace is in this. Austin Cindric, hard hit by Kyle Busch.
Caution's out.
McDowell is first to the line, but will have to go back to the moment of caution, which ends the race. Brad Keselowski is climbing out. He's okay. Joey Logano we see taking off the gloves and the steering wheel.
Went for it. Joey was obviously had to block.
The question is, where did that caution come out? Chase Elliott pulls ahead of Michael McDowell.
Oh, look at the run he got right there, though.
And Michael McDowell from Glendale, Arizona, for Bob Jenkins Front Row Motorsports, has won the Daytona 500.
How about that?
Man.
They moved up to take a block. He had to check up, stacked him up, and almost wrecked him.
Yeah, that was almost big between Kyle Busch and his teammate Denny Hamlin. And now look at Kyle Busch go backwards because of that.
He did. He went backwards because he chose the right.
Oh, Denny's
wrecking. Joey Logano.
Hamlin up and over on Logano.
And Keselowski.
He's in it.
Boy, it's just scary. Anytime that air gets underneath that car, gets it airborne like that. Thankful to see that car get back on 4 wheels and not have a moving around.
Grabbing the window net there. That's a good sign.
Good sign. Look how it almost peeled that roof back.
Oh, heavy damage to Ricky Stenhouse, who had a fast car today.
Well, we talk about how aggressive some of these guys get at the end of these stages.
So the stage ends under caution. So
and look how they're all stacked up. They're all bumper to bumper to bumper.
Yeah, but look at the 11. He moves down to try to go on the bottom, gets turns him into the Joey Logano. And then, Jeff, we've all felt it. That silence. When that car goes over, it gets really, really quiet. Not a fun sound.
And you have no idea if that car is just going to start rolling and continuing to roll or if it's going to settle down. Luckily, that's what it did.
Let's use the Goodyear aerial coverage, see if we can see how this started.
Okay, so there's the push of the 22 by the 11. Watch the 47 get to the rear bumper of the 11. Right here, that's that sandwich we talk about. And when Denny stepped out, the 47 was still connected. And that little bit of contact is what turned Denny into the 22 of Logano.
Just a lot of pushing, very aggressive, accordion effect all the way back.
End of stage 1. Woo. Under caution.
It's just, Denny in the outside wall.
There's that risk assessment. Man,
Hendrick cars, all 3 Hendrick cars that are left of this field.
That was a big block. Stacked them all up, turned them around.
That wasn't a question of if, it was a matter of when.
I was just about to say one more lap to have a wreck, and then it started.
Truex got into the wall. Hamlin, crush panels pushed in. Byron.
The 9 car, Chase Elliott, that's as fast as I've ever seen anybody go backwards rolling. Did a great job of keeping that thing straight and out of the wall.
See this big run on the top, yeah.
And watch this block of Brad.
Wait, oh boy, yeah. So Denny's teammate of Truex was trying to push him, but when Brad moved up in that outside lane, then that stacked up Denny, and he had to move left to right, and then that's when the rear bumper of the on Denny hooked the front bumper of Truex. That's what you see right there. Turns Denny into that outside lane, or out the outside wall.
William Byron down into his teammate Alex Bowman,
and below him was Chase Elliott.
Riding with Hamlin.
You can hear the RPMs pick up.
Some already with a bit of damage, and here's the big accordion effect.
Man, how lucky was Matt DiBenedetto and Brad Keselowski.
And keep going, Bubba. Kyle.
Yeah, and all of them behind. Yeah, so clearly those guys, they see up ahead that Quinn Houff had blown a right front tire, was slowing down. That's all it takes is just to check up the slightest bit. Thank goodness he stayed up against the wall. That would have taken out all of our leaders. Look at Eric Jones.
Mile and a half to go.
We talked about right there.
That Jones boy up into 4th.
Kevin Harvick with a run.
Chris Buescher back there. He's wrecking. He's in the wall.
Big run.
17 in the wall, but here they come.
What's McDowell going to do?
Down to the finish. One car turned in the fence. Keselowski, the leader. To the outside comes McDowell, and Brad Keselowski wins Talladega as one car goes sliding, spinning, slamming into the inside wall.
Man, that was wild. Looks like a left rear tire went down on Eric Jones. Big impact with the left front of Chastain into that safer barrier, past the start-finish line.
Everybody, professional you call me, did a hell of a job right here.
Turn 3.
Well, I mean, they're wrecking behind. You get see that Chris Buescher gets in the wall, but a big run was coming from a push from William Byron to the 34 McDowell as they're still spinning and wrecking into the wall. Eric Jones, but the race was not over. The caution was not out. I think, this is going to be one that Matty D is going to want to have over because he moved up to block that outside lane, come to take the white flag, and the run was coming on the inside.
Pushing into the back of Corey LaJoie, gets into the left rear, and then they start stacking up behind him. You don't even see Eric Almirola anywhere in the picture, but all of that caused this. 10 rows back, this wreck happened.
Yeah, once they all started checking up from that 7 car getting a little loose. Look at that, the 4 car up the racetrack. All these guys lifting off the gas, and then behind them, the 10 car gets run over and unable to control his car. The 48 spins as well.
And there's some pretty heavy damage on the rear of that 10, Junior.
Yeah, hard lick right there.
So you want to ride around in the back where it's safe. That's the problem. You can get wrecked anywhere.
Damage to the left front of the 48 of Alex Bowman.
Yeah, that last
fix that.
That last replay helped me. I wasn't quite sure where the 10 got the damage. I understood he came off the banking, but now the contact to the 48 seems to be the spot.
And Kyle Larson just barely missed that.
Half, quarter. 2 by 2. 23, 10,
Oh,
48.
wow, look at the damage
Stacking.
on the back of the 37.
Inside, top of 3.
Bubba was told by his spotter, Freddie Kraft, hey, you can drag the 4 Toyotas down. They're all clear. So Bubba went to the bottom. Kyle did not follow. In turn, the 20 didn't. Also the 19. Oh, and there's a crash, Rick.
Wreck coming out of turn 4, and so now the caution has come out. The 53 involved. So Garrett Smithley, Joey Gase in the 15 caught up in this.
51 as well.
Cody Ware, yes.
These are all cars owned by Rick Ware Racing.
Yes, Rick Ware Racing just had a bad yellow.
Yeah, the field had just came by and put them a lap down. Looks like he's a little bit out of shape. Yep. Down the racetrack in front of his teammates. Joey Gase up the racetrack. Puts Cody in the fence. Just an unfortunate series of accidents there for all 3 of those Rick Ware Racing cars.
Yeah, right in front of his teammates, nowhere for them to go. As you said, they had just gotten lapped. They had just gotten passed by this big group. This is an advantage to the Ford, Steve. This is exactly what they wanted to see.
Yeah, unfortunately for Brad Keselowski, you pointed out he was lapped because he lost the draft. He'll be the free pass, which helps a little bit.
You gotta wonder, Jeff, if Matty D knows about them enough about the momentum of the pack and the energy of the pack. Again, he's been in the back all evening long. Now he's trying to go up there and win the race.
The front 5.
Oh, it's a big crash.
19, Mark Truex Jr. He got into the side of the 24. William Byron's in it. Landon Castle also collected up.
I was so concerned about the used tires. That actually happened in the back third. Oh, Tyler Reddick. Smoke out of the back of Tyler Reddick. Huge implications for the playoffs.
Look at the nose.
You got to imagine that smoke right there.
The smoke, it smells like oil smoke. I don't know. You want me to keep going?
Damage to the front.
Bring it to me.
Truex gets turned. It gets a little bit of a bump in the right rear from the 47 car, and that turns him into the outside wall hard. Collected William Byron.
Landon Castle was having a good night. He got into it.
Anthony Alfredo is involved, the 14. Also, Chase Briscoe got caught up.
There's the contact. Just so subtle of Reddick to get in the back of the 19 there. This is on the roof of the Stenhouse car.
11's coming to you tight. Clear bottom lane,
Something
clear bottom
happened
lane.
in front of them. Something happened in front of Truex. He checked up. Stenhouse didn't get checked up and got into the back of him.
Let's see here.
Right there.
Yep.
That's what started it.
I think that the 42 was trying to get back behind Harvick. Lifted a little bit. The 18 of Kyle Busch gets in the back of him. That starts that chain reaction we've already seen once tonight. Here's Austin Dillon.
Outside, 3 middle here.
See how he works himself through here.
Easy, stay low as you can. Stay middle,
Ooh.
watch him, easy, stay right there. All good, keep coming.
Great patience by Austin. He has nothing to lose. Keep this car in one piece.
And what he sees his teammate right there with the smoke coming out of the back of it.
14 to go, and so much cleanup that is going to be needed on the backstretch. They're going to put this one under red flag so they can clean it up.
Now a push coming from the outside.
Coming to 3 laps to go here.
Big run for Chase Elliott. He goes up top to try to block. The 21 tries to go by the 9. They make contact, the 9 into the wall. The 9 slides the 21 into the wall. He collects them in a big crash happening.
So much blocking, so much shoving. It just can't last but so long.
A huge wreck.
And how many cars are left that aren't damaged?
With 3 laps to go, Chris Buescher is up front. A lot of damage to Kyle Busch.
Here we go. Lots of blocking. Just Chase Elliott moved up in front, and then just the wreck continues. And then now all these guys behind, just nowhere to go.
Denny trying to give Matt as much help as he can. And the 9 of Chase Elliott trying to keep Matt behind.
Who came out of that without damage? Ross Chastain, Corey LaJoie in 3rd.
Austin Dillon in 4th. Chris Buescher now leading this race. The racing so intense. We knew that wrecks were going to happen. The blocks have to happen. If you want to win the race, these are the moves you have to make. Look on board with Denny. He's been calm around 100. Now he's up to 120. The heart rate going up. He knows this is the race for the win. The blocks, the wrecks. Unbelievable. He averaged 94 all day long. This is the highest we've seen, or just under the highest we've seen during this accident. The pushing and the shoving. Drivers, what you guys do consistently down here at Daytona, this race and every race, the moves you guys are willing to make to try to win. Well, I'll be honest, I've never seen it like this before. And it is because of where this race now is placed in the season, being the cutoff race.
It's Blaney out front.
Suarez in the middle of this.
Harvick running 2nd. A big shove coming from the middle. Daniel Suarez in the 99. He gets turned into the 4, and they go into the wall. The next flag will end the race.
By side, caution out.
And there is the caution flag. Ryan Blaney wins. The big accident happens behind him.
You're done, boys. Way to get it done. Good, we had.
Ryan Blaney had cleared the pack by 4 car lengths, and then Suarez and Harvick, contact made. You see the 42, Ross Chastain involved. Kyle Larson is there. High-centered is the 3 of Austin Dillon. He's not going anywhere. Corey LaJoie caught up in this.
Big run with Suarez, with Kurt Busch pushing him, and they just made contact. And
yeah, Suarez goes to the inside of the 4 car there to try to take that run that 1 car of Kurt Busch's gave him, and Kurt gets into the right rear quarter panel, turning the 99 into the 4. Kurt trying to get low with the 99, just not able to get there, not able to help him. Turns him into the 4, and away they go.
Here it is right here. That was the move, and then, as you said, Kurt just trying to push him and gets him in the right rear. And Blaney, 2 in a row.
Blaney wins at Michigan last week, and now at Daytona.
Pretty impressive, the 4 car spinning around so quickly, staying on the ground, not going airborne. Riding on board with Austin Dillon here.
Still 3-1 out front. Still 3. Easy. Stay low. Roll if you can.
Harvick clears Busch. Now can Blaney clear him? He does. Keselowski to the move on the outside.
I think again he gets sent into that position, not wanting to go there. But the pushes are getting so.
Oh, around goes the 77. Justin Allgaier spins, collects the 5. So Larson also in it.
Oh, Larson. How much damage did he get?
77 hit him in the door. I think the 5 got up against the fence as well.
I got hit this time.
See what happens.
Back side of your screen on the right there, the 24 William Byron. Gets in the back, a little bit of movement. The 77 corrects that movement, and as he's continuously getting pushed, it steers him into the wall.
Directly into the left front tire of Kyle Larson. That could be major damage.
Closing in on the end of stage 1.
All of them jumped out of throttle when they saw that for a second.
Big wiggle out of Christopher Bell. Oh, up in the wall. Alex Bowman into the wall. Ross Chastain caught up in the 42. The 19 of Mark Truex Jr. also involved.
Try to keep it rolling. Try to keep
the 18, Kyle Busch, also spinning. Right before this happened, the 18, 14 points above the cutoff line.
Nice work today.
The 19, only 2 points above the cutoff line.
Junior, you just talked about the confidence going up with the pushing. It seemed like the runs were coming and there was more contact, and then finally too much contact, and the 48 gets turned down the backstretch. Tyler Reddick involved as well.
The backstretch. They all got out of the gas because the 20 got loose off of 2. Then it creates a huge gap and a big run. And the 47, I mean, it's the same bump that he did multiple times before. And that time, it just turns the 48 into the outside wall.
The 19 doesn't look like he had contact.
Man.
Big hit for Alex Bowman. That'll put him in a huge hole.
And Ricky's thinking, man, I've been pushing him multiple times just like that.
There's Truex. See, he was trying to get slowed down.
Let's ride on the roof of the 47 car.
1 lap, +1.
See, the minute he made contact, then it shot the 47 to the left, and now he's in the right rear quarter panel. It just slings him off to the right. These guys have nowhere to go. Wonder how much damage is on Truex car. Kyle Busch. Huge point implications. Here we go right here. Let's ride along on the Stay-Shot camera. I think that Chase Elliott gets into the back of the 47 Stenhouse down the back straightaway and moves him forward before he gets into Alex Bowman right here. And now, I think that Stenhouse is going faster. Boom, right there, and then he hits him. So it was a combination of all of that. They were all bump drafting together. Here you go, a better shot. Watch the 9-car Chase Elliott. Gets in the back of Stenhouse. That moves him forward. Now here comes Stenhouse, almost to the back. Boom, another shot, and there goes the 48 of Bowman. Everybody trying to push each other because it's going to make you go faster, but just the timing of it got off. It's going a little bit quicker than Alex Bowman could handle.
All right, they're connected on the top again. Big one. Crash behind you. Crash behind you.
The outside line's going to have some momentum here. Both lines coming back to the back bumper of the 23. Here comes Logano.
What does Bubba Wallace do right here? Is he going to make this block? Is he going to stay in the bottom lane? Right now, he doesn't have to make a decision, but he's getting ready to. Here comes a big push for Logano.
Oh, around goes the 37. Priest is around. He catches the 24 as well as the 21. Caution comes out. And fire coming out of the back of the 24 of William Byron.
William Byron has had so much speed in these playoffs, but just things have not gone his way.
Alternator switch on.
See the flames continue to roll out from
Right front's knocked off of it, man.
Behind the 24.
Yeah, I'm on fire.
Window net down. You see William Byron rapidly getting out of that car as the AMR safety crew immediately to him.
He's going to get a push down the back straightaway from the 17 car. A lot of cars lock bumpers, and he just turns him right. He gets into the back of the 22. This car moves a little bit left, and it spins him back to the right.
Almost the same situation we saw on the wreck before. A big push from behind, then they get together. Right here, he gets into the back of Logano, and now he's still getting pushed from Buescher, and around he goes. You know, Buescher just can't judge when to quit pushing because you can't see. You don't know that Preece is up against the car in front of him. It's a great shot of it right here. Right there, they make contact, and there's Buescher still pushing, and around Preece goes. Had to Benedetto in this wreck also.
Yeah, 21 to 24, nowhere to go at the back of the pack. Chase Elliott was back there as well. He sees it coming. He's able to get slowed down and go to the bottom of the racetrack.
So much cleanup that's going to take place from what happened here. This stage is going to end under caution.
We got raindrops on the windshield of the booth.
Most of these teams took only right side tires, but had to wait on fuel to leave their stall.
Yeah, it's a great point. You know, and that's the gamble there. But the biggest thing is that I'm looking at for these pit roads is the efficiency. Who can do this as a group more efficient than the other? Oh, got a spin.
Jacques Villeneuve spins entering pit road, gathers it back up. Made a nice save there. There is Briscoe's red, number 14. Austin Cindric is right behind him.
Yeah, everybody just kind of scattered. Everybody just scattered waiting on the caution there.
Here's the radio chatter.
They saw that tire coming off before us, but he just stopped in front of me, so hope he's all right.
Yeah, he just come down and said sorry. They didn't know the yellow was out. Wave him off.
You actually heard him lift before he spun.
F4 ready. We got
That's
run
exactly what happened. I don't think it hurt it too much. You see sparks flying right there. Obviously, you don't want to tear the underneath sides of these cars up, but I think he'll be all right.
Yellow's out. Turn 2, spinner. He's down and out of the way. Wave him off.
How'd you like that at 180 some mile an hour? Woohoo! That'll wake you up.
Regan?
Well, to Clint's point, Kyle Busch in the 18 car had that discussion a few moments ago with his team about when Denny Hamlin is pushing him through the corners, how much it changes the effects of that race car, whether it's loose or tight, depending on which side of the bumper Denny gets to. Told Denny to calm down just a little bit back there. Denny said he was just trying to learn for later.
Oh no! Big crash on the back straightaway takes out William Byron, Kyle Busch, and Harrison Burton. Oh, crap.
Somebody was upside down. I don't know who it was.
Lap 63. Caution number 3.
I would say it's that 21 car, it looks like, by looking at the roof.
Alex Bowman's in it. Somebody took a hard shot to the rear bumper that we saw on the onboard camera.
He's flanked off that right-hand side.
Come off the corner, the car got light exactly like I was talking about. Man, it went over too. I was right. Dang it. A lot of good cars.
Denny Hamlin with a spin there, not sure how much damage. Kyle Busch, 24 of William Byron. They're both going to get swept up in this.
Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell gets into Burton. And that's a long slide on the asphalt into the safer barrier, hard for Byron.
Half in front, tight out the back, tight in front all the way. Wrecking here, wrecking.
Oh, man.
Just rolling if you can, just lock it down, let them come under you.
I don't think Denny's got, well, never mind. I almost said he didn't have it much damage, but he definitely has a lot. I just feel like that's a pretty aggressive, pushing, obviously, on a rookie. Tony, you talked about it. Again, come off of that corner, got light, and that thing was long for the ride, but very aggressive pushing.
That is not at all what you're looking for. That kid is sitting there going, what happened? He's lucky it didn't bite right there.
Yep.
Tight in front, everyone check up. Hang on, man. Hang on, keep coming. Left front fender's killed pretty good here, guys. Is it still?
His spotter, Brandon McReynolds, saying the left front fender's killed. He's just trying to get it back on track, and it's not going there. There's the monster cam for Kurt Busch.
You got to spin low. A couple of them spinning low. You got one.
Wow.
Whoa! Now that is parting the seas right there. They're flipping underneath of him, spinning on the outside. Woo-hoo-hoo!
Kevin Harvick right in the midst of all that. So as the laps wind down, your chances to win an exclusive prize from the Busch race team are winding down too. Here's more from an ARCA driver.
Hey NASCAR fans, I'm Amber Balkan.
Crash out of turn 4. One car got sideways into the wall, and half a dozen cars are in it, including Joey Logano. Tyler Reddick will be 2 of the casualties, in the left rear is down on Logano's car.
High-sided there.
Seems like these cars that get 2 flat tires on the same side get bottomed out on the suspension. They can't go anywhere.
Kurt Busch, Martin Truex also involved here at lap
backing
152.
up on pit road.
That is Tyler Reddick.
He has a little more damage to the back of his car.
Jacques Villeneuve gets into the back of Tyler Reddick.
Tyler Reddick, he was tank swapping in front of him way before Villeneuve got there. I don't know if it did because of contact right there, but man, right in Truex's lap. I think Kurt and Joey Logano are going to be okay.
Depends how much damage is on. There's the right side tires going down on Logano when he gets to that grass and bounces through it. Same for Kurt Busch. You saw a couple of drivers take evasive action down pit road, which is allowed.
We saw Tyler Reddick. He was already loose coming on the exit, off of the exit of turn 4 before Villeneuve got in.
I think he just lost it right in front of Jacques.
Ty Dillon, Kyle Busch doing a nice job of evasive maneuvers right there.
Corner. Watch him in front of you. Check up. Gotta hold on to it. Gil, my nose,
Yeah, the right front corner on Truex.
Getting loose, wrecking up the hill. Come down. Come down. All right, hold it. Stay in the ground.
I don't think he ever hit anybody.
2 more cars coming to the top.
All that was when those right side tires went down. There's the 15, the white and blue car.
Spin top, out against the wall. Spin top, out against the wall. Station. Check. Just check. Come on, go.
That's about as good a job as you could do getting through that hole.
I know we smoked our tires real bad.
Here they come.
And Chase Briscoe 13.
2 is trying. There you go. Good job. They're double wide. The bottom has the best momentum. 2 has the best momentum.
All right. So Stenhouse left his dancing partner. He went down, chose to go down and blocked it. Whoa!
Around and into the fence goes Harvick, and it's a 7-car jam session.
Eric Jones is in it. Noah Gregson's in it. Dang it. Chase Elliott.
Todd Gilliland all torn up and climbing out. Kyle Larson hoping for his first top 5 in the 500. Now Kevin Harvick can't see both sides of that car to assess damage. But
I do. Left front is way towed in. It's hurt bad.
And Noah Gragson, the Cinderella story of Team 62. Eric Jones, who was poised for a top 5 finish. Here comes Larson. Oh. Jammed up.
Larson had a huge run on the outside, and he was trying to slow that momentum down to get to him. But as he got to him, it kind of seemed like Kevin was having, the 17 was backing up to Kevin as well, and it just accordiated.
Yeah, the Harvick was having to slow down. Larson's got a huge run here, but
watch Kevin try to.
Kevin's got to run on the 17 at the same time, so Kevin has to check up here, and Kyle's got a ton of momentum.
Yeah, you saw Kevin kind of move to the outside, and Larson was trying to tee him up, square him up, so it was a good bump draft, and they both hit at an angle and spun him around.
And you could see how the exhaust pipes out of the 5 car. You could see where he lifted, so it wasn't like he just ran in there and plowed through.
And 2 cars that shoot through the middle, Kyle Busch and David Reagan in the 15.
One more inside, then you're clear low.
He moved up to square up to the 17 right at the time as the 5 hit him. It's just a timing thing, accordioned, and away they went. Dang it, took out a lot of good ones there as well.
Let's ride with Chase Briscoe.
Now by himself. Check up low, stay in it, lower, stay in it.
I don't mind that. I think he wanted him to go low.
All right, Martin Truex. That's David Reagan just in front of Truex.
Still lots of room in front of this 15. Reckon, get down. Stay mid, go bottom. As far as you can get. Got one spinner in front of you to the left, 2 more in front. Just keep checking up.
Clean pass. And Daniel Suarez. And our Kid Rock's honky tonk cam.
You're spinning, check to the middle. Now middle, lower. Now back up a little. All right, you're good.
Wow, Eric barely got by that.
Sure did.
And that's not any. This whole thing is not anybody's fault. That is just
bad
circumstances.
Timing.
Yes.
So once again, talk about what it takes for the end of this thing. A lot of dancing partners just left in the rearview mirror of some of them guys. They didn't want to see that. Now they're having communications, thoughts.
Bubba Wallace gets up there with the 2 Fords, and they edge out front. Oh, crash! Stenhouse in the wall.
Should have known.
And Chris Buescher with him.
Might have seen this movie before earlier in the day.
7th caution flag, lap 196.
He came off he was side drafting Bubba pretty hard, but when he come off of it, that thing was gone.
Just got a little,
for the ride.
little wave in it.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing not because David Reagan just snuck through with the 3rd one in a row. He is blessed. You'll see his number 15 come through here after
Saw Ricky come down a little bit toward the 23, and then as he came up, then it just
I think he came down. It's just light. It was light with him pushing hard on his rear bumper, and
that may not even have been Ricky turning down.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I think he was correcting it. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I think
it may got
his rear
pushed
end
down
was
that
light.
way.
And Kyle Busch dodges another one. give you 2 onboard views from Ricky Stenhouse.
You saw him right there. He got loose one time. You saw him wiggle the wheel, and then it came on the second time. He's already talking, too.
Yeah, he needs to get his hand out of there.
Yeah.
He's wrecking and talking to his crew. Big push on that inside.
But see how they can do that, and it doesn't upset that 2 car of Austin Cindric whatsoever. The 6 car, he pushes him right here, and you can see he's light, he's loose, and he finally spins him around.
Stenhouse is not the first car today to go into the fence off of the nose of Brad Keselowski. Harrison Burton early suffered that fate.
And Brad barely missed that.
Well, when he gets him loose, he never lifts either. I mean, he just keeps driving.
Well, but you don't have a choice then.
No.
That car gets out from underneath of you. You better keep driving. He's coming back up.
I think that was a fender off Bubba's car that went flying there. Bubba Wallace and the 23. That's a heartbreaker.
Briscoe's out. He can't get to the 6
Austin
car.
Cindric, whose grandfather won the
run.
Indy 500 as a car owner. Cindric is going to bring them to the line way up high to block Ryan Blaney, and at the line, Cindric beats Bubba Wallace by half a car length, and they crash going into turn 1.
This race never disappoints.
No, it does not.
And David Reagan found one he couldn't miss.
Austin Cindric, the winner of the Daytona 500.
If you remember in the pre-race, he said a rookie and the 2 cars never won.
Holy cow's right, kid. You just won the biggest race of your life.
Briscoe getting a little roughed up on the high side by Kyle Busch. They have lost touch there with Keselowski on the outside. Bubba Wallace gives Blaney a push. Here's Briscoe with a big run on the outside.
That was the big run.
They come up to
Wallace
block.
pushed Ryan Blaney right there. Huge run on the outside and a massive block by Austin Cindric to win this Daytona 500. If he didn't make that block, Ryan Blaney wins this race.
Exactly.
So they have a draft to work with when they leave pit road.
You see some of those guys in the back coming to pit road now. The Fords, some of the Fords coming to pit road. Oh, the 51 spinning out.
This could be a caution. Needs to get it spun back around.
I think he'll get
Still
that fire.
green.
Plenty of time for the field to come around. And Cody Ware gets pointed the right way.
I saw Keselowski really had the front tires locked up, sliding on. I don't know if he was speeding, but definitely had the tires locked up.
Yeah, Joey probably waved to him and said, man, I'm not going to be a part of this. Too aggressive, too early. Let's watch Joey.
Let's watch his.
Oh, somebody loose on the bottom, spinning out. Up the racetrack, contact.
Hard into the 14 to chase Briscoe.
Daniel Hemrick chased Briscoe, and it looked as if Hemrick got turned from contact.
Yeah.
Oh, Chase Briscoe won last night across the street in the United Sprint Car Series.
You're on fire, Chase. You're on fire. Just stop and get out.
Hard hit.
Chris Buescher
That was
torn up.
That was a bam hit. See him getting out of the car. Contact with Hemrick, then the wall.
I'm glad you said that. I've never heard a bam hit. And that was definitely what that was. Still hooked up, Chase. Get out of that thing. So great to see him get out of this. You know, these new cars, the safety features behind him, that whatever is a bam hit or not, I'm talking huge hit for that 14 car.
AMR safety team quickly on the scene there.
Down into turn 3, the 16 is going to get turned onto the apron. And with this rack of pinion, he lifted. Something was wrong.
I think something broke on that car. Flat tire, something. He definitely lifted right into the bumper of the 3 at Austin Dillon.
And you saw Chris Buescher get involved with heavy damage as well to the 17.
So watch this car slow down. Look, he's slowing down. He's lost power or something. All those guys behind him have nowhere to go. Now up the track, quick, speedy, rack and pinion steering. He gets behind on the steering.
Let's ride with a 16 here.
And let's listen, see if we hear anything go wrong.
Load up.
Load up.
Yeah.
Sure did. Right in front of them. Couldn't be any worse. Leaving them nowhere to go, getting into 3. Horrible timing on that, but you knew, you saw it, right, Dale? You called it.
Let's ride on this 14 car. Watch right side of your screen during this contact. Watch what the driver goes through at Talladega.
He's by 4 to his help. By 1 to the 34. Check up, check up, check up, check up. Stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up. We're wrecked.
Violent stuff inside the cockpit.
And that is the second ECR engine to have trouble today. Tyler Reddick first.
I didn't think
he was going to do it there.
Man, come on, we know what you want to do. So he gets down in there with his teammates. They're going to push by this 19 car very easily. Oh!
Caution.
78 car.
E.J. McLeod.
Looks like he has a tire issue.
Wheel come off.
Oh, man.
That rear wheel.
McLeod was on the lead lap.
One of those comes off.
There it is.
Yikes. Not hard contact with the...
Then it finally rolls off.
With the wall there.
Larry, I guess this helps answer the question why a lot of teams took fuel only on that last stop.
Absolutely. The safest bet is don't mess with lug nuts. It's if you don't need tires, don't change them.
Whoa, close call for Brad Keselowski. You're making history, boy. You're not reciting it, right?
I try to every minute of every day. See the inside line backing up. See a team play. Here he comes.
Oh, the 22 in the wall. Back down in front of the field.
Oh, he takes out Ty Dillon and Daytona 500 winner Austin Cindric. A lot of cars with damage.
Keselowski's navigating.
Unbelievable. Just a bad push on that restart. Turns Joey into the wall, and he has no control coming back down in front of a field, bearing down into turn 1.
Todd Gilliland.
Man.
Cole Custer's whole front end smashed up. Ty Dillon got hit pretty hard.
Ty had a great run going today. Daniel Suarez with right side damage.
Yeah, but it all stacks up as he was 24 car was making his move down.
All those cars, the 43 is in the back of the 22. It's too many cars really kind of bumper to bumper at one time, and he kind of got spit right out of that line of cars.
And then when he bounced off the wall,
from our Goodyear aerial coverage,
came right back to them. I hate to say it, but it all happened, in my opinion, because of the move of having that Hendrick car waiting, trying to get down in front of them. They really stacked up behind him.
And Brad Keselowski makes it through, slows down. A couple other cars able to really kind of avoid all this.
But I also think the 19 of Martin Truex knew that he was going to do that, was backing up to get a big run.
Let's ride on board with Bubba.
Yeah, watch visor cam and watch his hands on the wheel prior to and at the moment of contact. Well, let's ride along with Joey Logano.
Watch the contact with the 43. He's pushing. He's pushing that 43 car, and then Bubba makes contact, and it just spits him out, turns him right. Bubba doesn't know or isn't getting the information that he's already into the back of the car in front of him, that Joey is already pushing the car in front of him. We know that that's never anything the driver wants to do, is intentionally lock into two cars that are pushing.
In my opinion, I said that it was a 24 William Byron coming down, but the 19, I think, had them backed up because he knew the 24 was going to come down, and if he had them all stacked up connected, he could blow by them and into the lead.
Now look on the bottom right of your screen. Brad Keselowski, who had just gotten back on the lead lap, scoots through. Let's ride along.
He's going to see this accident.
77, you'll be clear. Come on, low. Go low. Check it up. Don't get spun. Just one outside. All right, stop. Go way low. Keep coming by him if you can. To go through the grass. Just hold it straight there. Hold it straight. You're going to be all right.
And if we could see his feet, he's doing a dance on them pedals, trying to slow the car down without locking up. the tires. So easy to lock the tires up as you transition on an apron across that part of the racetrack, and he's trying to slow down, not get run over.
Man, did you see how violent it was when he came off the banking? But I love that communication. Walked him through every process, including, hey, all right, we're past the wreck, but don't get run over. Go ahead and speed up a little bit.
Car in the wall, Cody Ware. That'll put us under caution at lap 106.
Left rear tire's down. I don't know if it was from sliding.
I'm looking at the car right now, Cody. If you keep coming, it doesn't look too bad. We can get some tires on it.
Yeah, I'm stuck.
Looks like he's high-sided it.
Come through the troval toward the flag stand. He's got his teammate behind him.
Turned him.
Just a push there, running in the back of the pack. You know, I don't know.
Kind of.
Maybe the tire could have been flat, though.
Yeah, but the way he hit him, whether it was a tire, whatever,
right.
it moved, and that guy was on his right rear corner, and as soon as it touched, it spun him out. Left rear tire is definitely down, but he slid quite a ways.
He did.
So if that was the 15, David Reagan. Reagan on the lead lap. Trying to give a little boost there, move both those cars forward.
Kyle Busch a little bit bouncy with that race car earlier on in the race, but no comments about that lately. 2 right sides is all for him.
Right sides for Busch and for our pole sitter, Eric Jones. And the Toyota. Oh! And Busch and Jones collide, leaving pit road. Jones is in the wall.
Christopher Bell.
Excuse me, Christopher Bell. I'm sorry.
But nonetheless, it was off a teammate, and it's so important. You want to get in line and trying to.
Little contact, spins the 20.
Didn't take much, did it, guys?
Not at all. And we know those cars are very delicate. Those toe links can get bent pretty easy on both the front.
29 times this race has been decided by a last lap pass.
Oh, Kurt to the outside. That's going to slow down this one.
Now watch the momentum with the 1 car.
Too far out. 3 back.
Kyle Busch.
He's out of long ways. Here comes a run with the 5.
Kyle Larson, big push. Does it go to the outside?
He's going to have to. Here he goes.
And he's in the wall.
Opens the door up for the one of Ross Chastain.
And on the outside, Kyle Larson added. Oh my gosh!
How about you?
Ross Chastain. Ross is the boss of Talladega.
Ross just kept it straight. Everyone else went everywhere.
Well, he was able to. The 5 making that move to the outside, getting the big block by Eric Jones. Got him doubled up on the outside. How about this? Trackhouse Racing in victory lane again this season. They were 1 corner away from being 2 in a row.
It's a Cinderella story for Trackhouse, the year they're having.
Wow.
Holy cow! Yeah!
Bubba Wallace coming out of his car.
Yes.
For the 3 car to get on the 1, here comes a huge push to the 5 of Larson. What's he do with it? He goes for it, gets a massive block as you knew you would. Almost turns Kurt Busch and everybody else. Open the door up for Ross Chastain to win the race.
And
Talladega,
Jones,
baby.
Eric Jones went up to block, made the right move, but ended up 6th.
Great car, great job by him. Just wasn't his day. Had to make the right. You knew the run was coming. You heard his spotter tell him, don't get too far out. Well, it's too late now. Yep. I got to go.
Kind of flip-flop what we saw earlier. Oh, 3.
And around goes the 11. The 20 also around. Ryan Blaney caught up in this in the 12.
Back here, they're wrecking. Gather it up if you can. Nothing's going to hit you here.
Barely working his way through there.
Did Blaney get damage here?
Yes.
Yes.
Damage to the 12 of Ryan
The steering
Blaney.
wheel is 180 degrees.
Oh no, 180 degrees. That means,
guys, look at the right front corner.
Oh, that
it's
means
turned in and not rolling, Jeff.
Yeah, 180 degrees means the steering wheel is turned. The front tires are not aiming where they need it to aim. That means there's damage. How much damage, Steve? That's the question. Is this repairable? We won't know till he gets to pit road.
Yeah, we'll see if it's just a toe link, which is a simple repair for the front, or for the rear. But in the front, much more complicated because of the way the steering works. Whatever is broken on the right front, is repairable. The question is it repairable in 6 minutes?
Right.
I got to come see you this time.
Right here, he's going to come to the
Right front sticking out.
Levicar's pushing the 43, just gets it loose. And then he gets very loose. Just chaos behind him. Guys trying to check up. And when you check up, you get ran into.
Second up, stay up high, go around it.
Wow. Truex drives all through this. Look at the 19 there on the right side of the screen. He works his way through all of this, I believe, without any issues.
Junior, he believes only flat spotting the tires, only tire damage on the 19.
Again, the two drivers fighting for points, Ryan Blaney, Martin Truex Jr., and Blaney with damage to his car.
But you got to remember, though, that when Blaney came in with a 25-point lead, so now Truex still has to find those points. This would be a great view. Let's take a look for Blaney's seat.
Really appreciate that. Yeah, 10-4, still in a good spot here. Still pushing in front. Still pushing in front. Still tight. Check up. Come low. Come low. Low. Come up. Keep going. Keep going. High. High. High.
Issues with the 43 when he was out front of the top lane, guys.
Walk it down. Walk it down.
I thought Danny kind of pushed him loose, but right now on board with Blaney, it seems like they all stack up. I don't know if the 43 had a handling issue and just had to breathe it, and Denny was just too close and they all couldn't react, or if it was a push that turned him sideways, but it definitely started with some sort of stack up in the bottom lane.
We kind of saw some similar things in a Daytona 500 with Harrison Burton, Brad Keselowski, just pushing in the corner. Yes, we are late in the tire run. The tires are worn out. Cars are slicker. Handling's an issue. We've seen the 43 car chasing in the back of his car a little bit. Got his hands full. Parker.
And guys, as we saw them get rid of that Ford of Mike McDowell, the two.
Here's the big wreck right
Middle
here. The
wreck in here. Stay where you are. Stay where you are.
The 19's
Stay where you are.
Let's see if 19 gets any big damage right here so far. Doesn't look like any big hits. Oh, the right front.
Yeah, the right front fender torn off. And so the caution comes out with 59 laps to go. Martin Truex Jr. had fought to within 10 points. Ryan Blaney, who was involved in an accident earlier in the race. Again, the two fighting to be the top in points. They know that at least one of them will get in.
Reddick just clipping the back bumper of McDowell, turns him into the outside wall.
It was Ross Chastain in the one that was right behind the 19. You'll see it right here as the C's kind of part and it becomes 3 wide.
Yeah, it's Daytona. It's that whole debate we just had, this whole wreck we just had is it is Daytona. It's what the situation you get put into.
Chase Elliott doing just a nice job slowing down, letting the dog get run over from behind. Unfortunately for McDowell, that is going to hurt.
You know, oh, look at Corey LaJoy. Yeah, Corey's always runs well. I don't know how much damage is to that car. Intensity picking up. Just weren't lined up for the junior when he started pushing him.
And 14 behind him. Chase Briscoe going to the middle. Chase Briscoe to the lead.
Briscoe's not going to stay behind the 22. He wants to be up front, and now he goes to the nose of the 48 of Alex Bowman, hoping for a push.
What a move. Oh, he can't get that push.
Oh, into the wall he goes. And they'll collect more cars behind. The 14 stays on the ground.
Brake, hold the brake, hold the brake.
You can see it happening as he was coming around. Bubba Wallace with contact right there. Watching those guys go around turn 3 and 4. The 14's driving up the racetrack. He is sideways. He's loose. And he's lifting off the gas. The 48 is waiting right in the left rear quarter panel. It finally spins the 14 car out. We've seen that so many times today with guys drive up the racetrack because they're so loose they can't turn the wheel.
Briscoe out of the car. He had just made the move to get in front of the 22 of Logano, and this happened.
Right in the left rear quarter panel goes the 48. The 48 wants to push him, but he needs to push him in the right side. But the 14's driving up the track loose, and that offsets him the wrong way.
And that 14 car was working its way to upside down. Let's take another look at this right here. Watch when this thing gets backwards. It turns around, and it climbs a long ways off the ground before it comes back down. My goodness. That thing that's scary because, listen, tipping over is bad enough, but then flipping into the grass and into traffic, you know, we've seen other cars. This will be a great onboard. Let's take a look. Onboard Bubba Wallace.
Down. Keep coming straight down pit road. All right.
Yeah, that's how quick things happen here at Daytona. Think about this. We talk about avoiding wrecks and the dilemma with Martin Truex Jr. All the wrecks today have started from the second position. So in the front of the pack, it's so aggressive.
that 14 car. I'm so thankful those flaps worked, put that car back on the ground. So thankful this 3-car backwards on board with Austin Dillon. See how he gets turned around.
Stay middle here, stay top.
Oh, man.
The middle, keep
Right
coming.
here,
Down pit
so
road, down pit road.
He's straight down pit road. Doesn't get to that pit wall at all. Man, that is just scary. This is one track. Normally pit lane is a long ways away, but the entrance of pit road and down to pit stall 1, you know, you feel a pretty safe distance away, but the speed is obvious.
So many of these drivers are drivers that have to win if they want to advance into the next round of the playoffs.
48's damage is heavier than I initially thought. Man, that is. And then how about Chase Elliott right here? I think he's going to get through it clean. He's on the brakes.
I think Eric Almirola in the 10 also an evasive move down pit road.
Which you can use. That's legal. You just have to continue to slow down. Let's see. The 38 hits the 10. Right there at the top of your screen, kind of. And he's now going to turn left and miss the 23 just
Look at
barely.
This run. Yeah.
Wow. And now he's watching the 3 spin out in front of him. Not sure where he's going to go.
The front of the 22 of Joey Logano. Eric Jones back up into the front with the 43 as well.
Haley trying to get this 43 to push him.
An aggressive blocking from Justin Haley now.
Oh,
and back goes the 43. He collects the 22.
My goodness.
And the caution will come out again.
This is just what the Haley needs, right? Because now it's just time. I say that because he has 33 laps of fuel burned out of his car. So probably 15 more laps, maybe 16. He could nurse this fuel tank. He knows he has to pit against.
What's he going to do? Jumps to the outside of Suarez. The 17 of Busher goes with him.
He wants the lead. Hamlin now on the outside.
Hemrick in the 16 up into the top of the top groove there, finding a little hole. Right behind Denny.
Side by side for the lead. Suarez on the inside. Hamlin on the outside.
Haley on that outside line, top of 3. He's got some help with him.
Oh, into the wall they go. The 11 now also caught up in it.
The whole
Haley. The 3 of Austin Dillon squeezes through. He is in front. And look at virtually the only car to clear it.
Unbelievable. That I've never seen racing that intense in Daytona. Never.
And Martin Truex Jr. is going to gain some spots here. So many that won't be able to continue.
I mean, there were, I'll tell you how it started, but it's like 4 or 5 things happening all at once. When we pick it up, you've got 2 or 3 cars sideways from multiple types of contact.
I was with you when we started there. I saw 2 cars sideways. I think we're going to try it a little bit earlier. Let's take a look from the 3 right here. I want to know how he gets through it because he's the only one on the apron.
Still 3 bottom. Wreck it. Stay bottom. Stay bottom. Keep coming. Keep coming. Way bottom. Easy, easy. Bottom, bottom, bottom. Good. Keep coming. Keep coming.
Camera's pretty clear. Let's watch this right here. The 17 of Busher trying to go into the middle there on the 31, on the 16. No, the 99 just loses it. Denny wrecks.
Well, the 31 just lost it too by itself in that top lane.
I wonder if it was rain.
Well, yeah, I mean, both leaders are in clean air. They both catch their car. That tells me that there's something down there that's reducing grip.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, guys, there were a lot of drivers saying, hey, it's raining. Why are we racing right now? And that could have been the result of what happened there.
Watch this 31, right? Watch him. He's a clear indicator. Inside lane, very top. All right, as they roll through here, see right there? He's sideways.
Yeah.
The 11 sideways.
The track is wet. Parker.
And Jeff, exactly. His spotter was telling him it's raining, and then after that all went down, Justin Haley came on the radio and said it was raining. So, of course, there was no grip down there.
The 3 with 16th going into that wreck. Now, that makes sense, Dale, because all 3 cars, the first car bottom, first car middle, first car top, you see the rain falling. They all go down in the corner, and all 3 lose grip. They're the first ones in there. And we don't know if these guys have grip. The 47 has no grip because he's 7 feet in the air. And the 3 gets to the apron.
And it's such a, you know, it's, such a tough call. I mean, you can't tell it's raining down there. We're right here next to the NASCAR tower. I know they have spotters out there, but obviously it came really quick.
Down, mid. Down. Rolling inside.
Like, look at this right here. I mean, so Dale, you and I, the first replay, we were like, we don't know what possibly happened. And look at the three at the bottom, that greenish, tealish, and black car sneaking through.
It was the whole front of the field.
Pouring rain. It's so fast. Everything's fine, and then they drive right into that shower.
It wasn't raining on the short chute heading to turn one. None of these guys had any idea.
So many cars collected. And again, the three shoots through from down on the apron.
So two drivers that had a shot win this race, they move into the next round of the playoffs, but on top of that, get their first win as Cup drivers. Check this out. Look at Ty Dillon in the 42, Harrison Burton in the 21. It looks like the seas are going to part, but Ty got loose, and they made contact. They were in the best spot to get through this, but the track was wet, and Ty just couldn't keep the car underneath him.
We look down on Talladega Super Speedway. Aerial coverage brought to you by Geico. And out front, it's Eric Jones. Big wreck back there. That's Harrison Burton in the 21 and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 47. There was a third line forming, and it looks as though guys were indecisive if they were going to jump into it or not.
Yeah, the replay will show, but a car on the third lane up by the wall was the first one to get turned around, kind of mid-pack.
It looked like the 21 of Harrison Burton was sideways turned around.
We were sitting here watching, and coming off of turn two, that outside line was moving and got past Harrison. He passes them back in turn 3 and 4 and said, you know what, I think I'm going to get in front of that line. They're going somewhere. Does that down the front straightaway, then it looks like he might have got a bad push going into turn number 1 that turned him around. 21 car, he's going to pull up in front of the 47 and say, hey, man, I'm going to join this outside line, guys. I like what you're doing. I'm going to get up here. Let's move forward. There's a push right there that kind of gets him out of control, and he never recovers. I think, you know, he's so out of shape inside the car, he's kind of coming off the gas a little bit. At least the car looks like it's slowing down tremendously as he's trying to gather control from that push he gets from Stenhouse.
You said it, Junior, before the race. Almost all the wrecks right there, that's where it starts. Almost all of these wrecks start from being pushed.
Joe Logano also involved in this in the 22. You see right there.
His spotter, Chris Lambert, has been on the radio multiple times telling him how that 10 and 99 have very busy hands when they're pushing each other. It just looks really uncomfortable as we have a caution out.
Caution has come out now for the third time, and this time it's the 7. Looks like Corey LaJoie with an issue. And he's going to slide into had a lot of damage to the right side of that car.
Yeah, the whole right side is destroyed. He was running in the second pack. That was about 9 seconds behind the leaders. So I'm not sure if there was contact that forced him into the wall or
cut a right front.
And the right front's down. You heard him say cut a right front. I saw the right front's down on it.
And see what happens to Corey. The right front just goes down. Looks kind of like a slow leak, not a pop or a tire explosion, not a tire coming apart violently. Kind of goes slowly up into the wall, Steve, like it just lost the air.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that looks to me like a cut tire, like something.
Makes a big move, cuts a couple of them off, going extremely fast.
Crash down the front straightaway, heading for pit road. Around goes the Rick Ware Racing number 15 of rookie Riley Herbst. Not a crash, just a spin, and we stay green because he gets safely to pit road.
Still green, very important.
Riley Herbst, that orange car on the left of your screen, locks up the rear brake, spins around coming to pit road, but no caution flag.
There's your help.
83 laps to go in the Daytona 500 as we take you Fox side by side.
But where we need to watch is this 45 car and the 4 car on the outside. A little bit of gap here. Kevin closes in, contact with the 45. That's what also catches the 12.
And then it's on.
Yeah, it didn't take much. It looked like Tyler was having trouble holding on to it, and as soon as that 4 got back to his bumper in the corner, it just unfortunately turned him right into the 12.
Let's listen to Harvick here.
I just got it in the wrong spot of the corner there. I don't know if I actually even touched him, but just came out from underneath him.
Man, did you see how close Chastain was to that?
Eric Jones, Chase Elliott, Daniel Suarez are all collateral damage.
Suarez hit the outside pretty hard. The 9.
Eric Jones, the Guns N' Roses cam shows you what happened to him.
So much my favorite paint scheme. Welcome to the jungle. Got him. This 3-car duo in front of them, Burton, Logano, and Byron. See if they're able to make quick time of them when they catch them.
Oh,
they're wrecking.
Big wreck.
That's a product of catching those cars. Everybody's on a little bit different.
A pileup in turn 1 with 18 laps to go. Michael McDowell, Ryan Preece, Martin Truex among those involved. Kevin Harvick with damage to the right front. And Preece had such a great Daytona 500 going, and it's gone. This will be the 5th caution flag of the day. 3 for cause plus the 2 stage breaks, and the 2nd multi-car pileup of this Daytona 500.
I think them also. You can see the pipes and the 2-car. He was lifting hard, stacks them up behind them. McDowell gets in the back of Preece, turns him around. The rest is history. But I take it back to Gregson. You see that lap car that they were going around. Always movement like that creates them stacking up.
And Ryan Preece has driven to the garage. The Berlin, Connecticut driver had a great 500 going. And you'll see the accordion-like contact here in that upper lane. Just all piles together.
When you see that fireball come out of the pipes, that means they lift. That raw fuel is in the pipes all the way out of the gas, and it just so on and so forth, stacked them all the way up through the field. Finally, one of them got spit out.
We're going to ride with the Bass Pro Shops cam on board Martin Truex.
Whoa.
Boom.
And Martin had no idea what was happening there. That happened so quick, there was no way he could react to that.
Well, Johnny, one of them's out. Still got one left. Austin Dillon's still in this thing.
Denny Hamlin's view.
Look how fast that happens.
Whoa.
They all tried. No way you're going to avoid that.
And Kevin Harvick in his final Daytona 500. Chase Briscoe. Let's check out the Mahindra cam. The driver's eye for Chase Briscoe.
Wow.
He said 3 of the last 6, the winner only led the last lap. If you're Kyle Busch, if you're Austin Dillon, when do you make that move? I've always said this. I think you have to lead at the white flag, because if that caution comes out, you're done. The race is over. There's a caution.
Suarez around. Off turn 4. Caution waves.
Just out. Come straight to us here. Right side.
Well, that changes everything.
Sure does. Getting stacked up on the inside. Not at all. Here comes Stenhouse. Big shove by Larson.
And around goes the 3. Crash in turn 3.
That fast. Unbelievable.
And that will decimate roughly half the remaining field.
We always say it, cautions breed cautions.
7th caution flag.
That is not at all what you wanted to see, RC.
Not sure how that started, except that Austin Dillon got turned.
They all got stacked up. He got into the back of Kyle Busch, had him sideways, jacked up. They had to lift, accordions.
So how did the energy build back there to take the lead away from the Childress cars?
It all starts when you do the crossover. Jimmy Johnson, heavy damage for him.
Christopher Bell drops in, and Dillon may have got a shot from William Byron. Maybe not sure from that angle, but up he went and down he came.
Dillon got in the back of Busch and had to check up. When he did, it stacked William and everybody up behind him. They turned him. The rest is history. That's just a product of it. It's go time. Green, white, checkered. You knew that was about to happen.
But aside from that, great move by Ricky Stenhouse.
Harrison Burton. And we'll ride along with Noah Gragson. There's Gragson off to the left. We'll ride with him next.
Nothing you can do. Along for the ride.
And the driver's eye view from Ross Chastain.
Lifted.
Austin Cindric. Well, that's what 190 miles an hour looks like when it goes all the wrong way.
Good. You got the help.
Larson tried to go to the middle. Oh, he got turned.
Larson Pastrana in the fence. We are still green. No, the caution is out. And we'll wait for official word on whether Ricky Stenhouse or Joey Logano has won the Daytona 500.
I think the win comes from the 5. When the 5 moved up to try to go around him and lost that momentum, that gets the 5 in trouble. Here comes the energy. Bell filled that void, gives him a big shot. 5 gets turned around. Look, right there, he's in front of him and wins this great American race. Had the 5 stayed in front of him, the 5's going to be the one when I think back of this race, he's going to be coulda, woulda, shoulda. Oh, so close.
Stenhouse won here in July 2017.
The 10 car back in the back of the 67 car.
Yeah, you got to make a choice. Where are we going to be? We want to go to the bottom and lead this pack. You know, we're talking about Almirola. Had him.
That is Michael McDowell spinning after we saw what looked like fluid or perhaps dust coming off that car in turn 4. And caution is out.
Right rear's down. I don't.
Here, go ahead,
All right, it might just be broke. I bet it broke the toe link when he hit the wall. No, it's down. It may have blown that tire.
I think the toe link looks okay. The wheel's not moving around, just the tire's flat.
He needs an adjustment or whether he's good. If he's good, I'm all on it. Be a little bit tighter. 1 number tighter.
Oh, Reddick!
Spins out and hits the wall, turns it around and keeps going.
Oh my gosh, did not see that coming, Tony. Neither did he. Too much rear brake in that thing.
Right here,
Lost it.
right here.
We're still green.
And Bubba Wallace was the one that did an amazing job of not getting collected up in that.
Well, I saw him come flying around the outside of him. I was like, man, Bubba checked up way too much. I was wrong. Reddick overshot it.
Trying to come from the outside lane.
Man, that was so close. I think that was Chase Briscoe. Barely missed him when he came down. He was late to the party. Looked to me like.
Hard to believe that was just a single car incident and that there's no damage apparent to his car.
Whoa. So close.
Out of here if you can. Don't slide him.
Don't slide him. Not taking tires.
Whoa! Around goes Briscoe.
Same exact thing.
Break.
Everybody gets by, and we are still green as he fires it up. Regan.
Like you see the 22 of Joey Logano, that race car, decent for him. Needs an adjustment, though, when cars are behind him too squirmy. The 41 of Ryan Preece, after getting shuffled out early on in the race, has been very good since then.
Something's broke on the right front. It's down.
Car's on the ground. Tires are spinning. It won't roll. That is going to bring out a caution.
Yeah, the right front's locked up.
So the Fords exit pit road.
Oh no, now you're going to blow the rears.
Who spins coming to pit road.
Super Speedway races. He won here in Xfinity last year. He knows how to get it done. Perhaps today could be the 42nd day.
And he turns Burton. Burton slides down to the bottom of the racetrack and keeps it down on the apron.
Right in front of the field. Austin Dillon spun around as well. Check it. Oh, heavy damage on that car. I think that was Todd Gilliland.
At least 3 cars involved. And Austin Dillon may have gotten the worst of it. Gregson had been drafting Burton for the last 8 or 10 laps and apparently gave him just one shove too many.
And you watch, he does a great job of getting this thing gathered in.
Got a draft, probably one bump too many. A little bit on the right side, right as he's entering the corner, getting into 3. Maybe came around on him. Like you said, though, phenomenal job. Now you see everybody checking up back here. You start checking up, the first thing you do is look in that mirror and make sure you're not going to get run over. Unfortunately, that's what happened for Austin Dillon.
Caution out for the 5th time today at Talladega as Noah Gragson inadvertently turns Harrison Burton.
Middle lane's kind of dying out. Just like you talked about, Tony, I think it is that energy. When that third lane starts to build, it takes those cars out of the center line, and the center one really struggles. Now Joey's up. Joey says, forget it. Oh, he's turned.
He is turned. Logano in the wall. LaJoie and Stenhouse bring the caution out for the 6th time.
I saw it. He was thinking about it earlier, decided to go for it. Just like that. Gets turned around, could not hold on to it.
A lot of damage to the Daytona 500 winner Stenhouse.
Sees the run coming. Big run, by the way. As soon as he touches him, man, it didn't take much.
He just needed LaJoie to wait a half a beat longer to get off the transition from the banking down to the backstretch before he made contact there, and they would have been okay.
Looks like Suarez got a little bit of that too, right there. Maybe a lot of it.
Yeah, another 100 feet would totally have changed that scenario right there.
Look at the move, heads up move by Chastain. Reckon behind you, went for it, moved to the outside and gained some positions there before that caution came out. That's heads up racing.
That is a long slide.
Yes. Let's go to our Goodyear aerial coverage and watch Logano. Yellow car in the top lane, 22.
This starts with that 36 car right there on his left rear. And as soon as he gets it, it pulls him back, kills that momentum. The 7 car LaJoie gets to him. Can't do anything from there.
Riley Herbst got a piece of that also in the 15.
See how violently hard that wheel ripped to the right as soon as it got in the wall.
Oh, there it is, Chastain. Push comes to shove, and Gregson's in the wall.
Larson's around.
And Larson up the racetrack in traffic, and he collects Preece.
Hard hit.
Good grief.
Saw that. He got to pushing him hard. Chastain was pushing Noah very hard, but wasn't patient. Was ready to go right off the bat. Turns him around right into the fence, right in front of everybody. Tony, hard hit on your car right there. Very hard hit for Preece. Got on the side of the 10 car too. I don't think there's much damage there. Now, what's this do for my fuel? Am I going to run out of gas, Larry? You heard Rodney Childers say that Harvick's going to have to pit.
No question. This definitely puts some of them in a little bit of a predicament. Absolutely.
Well, the good thing on fuel is they didn't have to run close to a full lap at speed before the caution came out.
He's got some damage on the right front.
Is that car skewed just a bit?
Well, he naturally put that skew in it for the restrictor plate tracks, but the right front does have a little damage.
AMR safety team very quickly to Ryan Preece's aid.
Well, you see a big push out of the 5 into the 1. That got Noah sideways, got him up the track a little bit. Chastain saw the window, wasn't much of a door, and he tried to take it. Wrecked him.
Oh, Larson slid up the racetrack, and Preece coming at full speed.
That's a bummer for Noah. Have that opportunity there. Didn't even get a chance to really make much of it.
Well, just had a little too much movement when he got pushed, and it unfortunately got him into the outside and opened that door. That is a huge hit.
Let's ride with Noah Gragson.
A lot of energy when Chastain hit him. That 5 was on Chastain extremely hard. One car bumping you is one thing. When 2 of them together do it, it's a whole nother bump draft.
All right, this is Ryan Preece.
Oh, he actually throttled up. Tried to get there.
Tried to get through it before the 5 got up.
Whew.
We were lucky this was only a 4-car pileup.
Yeah, he just gets that push in the corner, and it just gets him up just enough to open the door for the 1 car, and off we go.
Almirola may be low on gas.
He could be, I think so.
Sparks flying from underneath Almirola's car, though, as he drifts back.
I think that's damage from Chastain. Moved to the middle, got into the side of him a little bit.
Keselowski gave Bubba a bump to the lead. White flag. Next flag ends the race.
Down. Big push.
Blaney
turns
Bubba,
him.
Around goes Bubba.
Oh, into Keselowski. Around. Oh, another hard shot. Allmendinger.
Caution waves with Kyle Busch in front. Look at the carnage. This is the big one. And it ends the Geico 500.
Well, he stayed out. We talked about it. Bad communication. May have won that race. Kyle Busch is your winner, but he's going to have to make it around here to the start-finish line.
And he's watching everything that's going on behind him. He's not looking out front. He's looking out back of where that 12's trying to go.
Big block there. Now he moves up. Blaney was ready to go. At the end of the day, Blaney was going to make that move on him. He couldn't keep it behind him. Tried to block low, tried to block high, got wrecked.
Here's the thing. You got to, if you're the 23 car and Bubba, you've got to make those moves. You don't have a choice. You're trying to win this race.
Absolutely. And then the flip side of that, if you're Blaney, you have to make that. It's the last lap. You got to go.
Exactly. So this is just one of those no-fault scenarios where everybody did exactly what they had to give themselves the best opportunity to win this race.
And NASCAR has adjusted third place, giving it to Chris Buescher with Briscoe fourth. There's the contact and the spin. And you might say, Kyle Busch steals another one. But Kyle put himself into a position to win right here on the bottom.
Well, I don't know if he intentionally put himself there. Well, I don't know if we're going to call it that. But we've always said it in motorsports from day one. Sometimes you got to be lucky, better lucky than good, you know.
Christopher Bell, the 20 car on the outside, Rick.
Yeah, the back end. Oh, into the wall hard goes Ryan Blaney off the nose of Ty Gibbs, and the big one happens behind him.
And it brought so many people into it. Look at all these cars. Good race cars, big impacts.
Yeah, only 6 cars have gone through already. Look at how many cars involved. Harrison Burton in the 21, who was leading earlier. The 2 of Austin Cindric. Ryan Blaney, the hood up. This one has collected a lot of cars.
That's a big impact. Really big impact.
There's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Can't get rolling.
Yeah, they're stuck. The flat tires and the frames are just stuck on the ground. Several of them just can't get moving.
The Daytona 500 winner from earlier, and the result's not going to be the same. There's Austin Dillon with so much damage. Left front wheel about to come off.
He was looking for the same magic from a year ago. This year, though, caught up in the wreck. It will not be a win in advance. The 45 of Reddick involved.
See the nose smashed up on that car. Kevin Harvick looks unscathed from this side. Blaney still catching his breath. Window net down, great sign. Keselowski, I believe, is going to get scored as the stage winner. AJ Allmendinger, the right front fender torn off of that.
And to Jeff,
your right rear is down. We see that.
To Jeff's point,
right front fender.
with both the front and the rear tires down, there's these basically rub blocks on the frame, and with this low profile tire at the speedways where you run the height so low and the spring so stiff, it just literally sits on those. So these cars may be able to continue in the race. They'll be assisted back to pit road by the tow trucks, but there's so many of them.
Here's Blaney climbing out of the 12.
Bad pushes start so many of these wrecks right there.
I'll be honest, I was watching that 54. He had a little bit of a wiggle before the push. If we slow it down, I saw that car just wiggle just a little bit before. It's hard to tell right there that there's like a little bit of a kind of a move where the car looks like it's getting uncomfortable and out of control. Massive.
Huge hit.
Massive hit.
Blaney.
You saw that wall. That wall deflected, did a great job. But look at all the damage. That is a massive impact for Blaney.
Safer barrier has styrofoam behind the wall. And he hit it about as hard as we've seen someone hit a wall here.
I feel like there was some contact, and then another
right there. Right there.
Well, he's in the back of him.
Well, he's not quite there yet. He pushes him. They get away from each other. There's a little bit of a gap between them.
These wrecks always seem to start in the front, and then it just collects everybody behind them. And we've seen the benefit in pushes. Here you go. It's a great shot.
So there's contact right. There's movement right there. See, really, he's on him, but it's not a bad push per se. Like, he didn't hit him hard.
It's in the corner. When you hit a guy in the corner and his car is already loose, you're putting yourself and him in jeopardy.
3 Fords have separated themselves. A big push coming now for Harvick. And around goes a couple cars. Preece upside down. He's barrel rolling through the grass. Ryan Preece upside down in the infield.
Caution has come out. He's on his wheels. There was fire off the left side of the car. A huge barrel roll for Preece and the AMR safety crew there to him.
It's been a long time since we've seen a car get up in the air like that. They're going down the back straightaway. He makes a move or gets help from behind, and the car goes into the infield air. It just lifts right up off the ground. Violent wreck. It's a push from the 43 car, and it's airborne. I mean, I thought that maybe it hit, you know, the road course or some curbing or something on the road course. The kink lifted that car, but it was just traveling so fast.
It happened right when it got in the grass. As soon as it got in the grass, that's when it started to lift. And then this is just violent. I mean, look at this car. That is just amazing that something that weighs over 3,500 pounds can get in the air like that.
It looks like a toy car flying through the air. But as you mentioned, Jeff, 3,500 pounds. Such a violent accident for Ryan Preece. Thankfully lands on the wheels and then was able to climb out of that race car and will get checked out in the infield care center.
Look how fast. As soon as that contact happens, he just hangs a left.
You said it, Jeff. As soon as the car touches the grass, something about that gap or the air or something changes, and up in the air it goes right away.
That is so scary.
Remember, these cars are traveling at over 190 miles an hour.
We've seen barrel rolls, but when it climbs into the air, I mean, even right there, multiple flips.
10.
Every
10
time
flips.
it leaves the ground.
All the dirt and everything that gets inside that car. It's just wild how fast that car was sideways and in position to get airborne.
Terrifying. You know?
This was common, though. I mean, years ago, 15, 20 years ago, these were the type of wrecks we expected to see at Daytona and Talladega. NASCAR has changed a lot of things about these cars to try to keep them on the ground. And for the most part, unless the cars find themselves in these odd situations, it works. That right there looked exactly like what we would see in 1985, in 1990, 1995, the way this car went up in the air and barrel rolled down the back straightaway.
Austin Cindric has Carlin. Here comes the 12. Ryan Blaney. And Blaney needs the points. Austin Cindric falling back in the middle.
8-car Busch is in the wall.
Contact made. The one of Ross Chastain goes around. He tags the wall. There was contact made between the 8 and the 1. And Ryan Blaney, under caution, is going to win stage 1 here at Talladega.
Huge issue for Chastain. No stage points and a torn up race car. This could be the end of the day for him.
Into the side of the 8 of Busch. Take a look at this. Busch up into the wall there as he was pushing the 47. Then Chastain gets into the side of him, and into the wall he goes.
Kevin Harvick to be able to get clear. As soon as he's clear, the 4 is going to go to the inside.
Oh, we got wreck in the back.
Got a big crash.
They're sliding behind as it went across the start-finish line. The caution has come out. Keselowski's involved in it. You see him hit the inside wall. Big damage, it looks like, to Austin Dillon. In the 3, Brad Keselowski. Playoff driver. There's the 3 of Dillon. Keselowski now below the cut line. Ty Gibbs also involved in the 54.
Yeah, big damage on the nose of that car as he climbs out the 42.
Carson Hocevar.
Yep. All these cars, a lot of nose damage.
I'm flat. I can't drive it.
And it just turns that 42 sideways. Oh, man, massive, massive impact for the outside wall, the 54 and the 3. The 3 somewhat lessened a little bit of that blow when he collects the 6 as well, but hard hit for the 54.
Right along with Busher.
So top 3, check. Left if you can. Left. Come down straight. Just brake. Push him straight forward. All right, you're clear straight forward. They're still wrecking up.
You know, we talk about pushing and how important it is, but Brad Keselowski has caused a lot of wrecks on these races with this car by pushing. He has been very aggressive, and once again, just pushing a little too hard at the wrong time. Car got in the air there briefly. Not good to see. A good thing it did come back down, but that is a difficult place to push someone. In the trial, the car that you're pushing is very light. It's not planted in the ground. Look at that. Good thing those flaps got up in there and got the car back down.
Now Blaney and Harvick down the backstretch for the final time and into turn 3. Blaney with a push from the 24 of Byron. Here comes Harvick on the outside. Can the 36 get to the back bumper of the 4 and give him a big push? Momentum coming. They're side by side through the tri-oval. Blaney, Harvick, Blaney, Harvick. They spin behind him. It's going to be Blaney.
Yes!
Blaney gets the win at Talladega.
Good job, John.
Saw the 42 of Hocevar, or excuse me, the 36 of Riley Herbst sideways when he crossed the start-finish line.
Yeah, he gets a little help here from the 7. He gets up the racetrack and just gets a little clip in the left rear quarter panel.
We're sailing, the spotter's yelling at me to side draft. I'm like, we aren't going to need to side draft. And Riley got loose and spun out. And then I'm like, well, we're all alone here with 2 of them below me. But great day, great way to end at Talladega. Always want to win.
Maybe perhaps trying to hold both the middle and the high lane back in his 42.
Can't be iffy in these decisions, Kevin. That spotter says clear up, you better be there.
Oh, crash! 2 cars slam together, and Harrison Burton takes a wild ride through the grass and up into more traffic, gets tagged, turned around, and 5 cars are in it. Ryan Preece.
I think he missed that inside wall. Harrison Burton, big damage on the 21 car.
And Carson Hocevar, the rookie, gets taken out into that very, very wet grass in the ball field.
Well,
the Wood brothers trying for their 100th ever NASCAR win, and Harrison Burton gets tagged and sent. Now the 42, John Hunter Nemechek, on the outside of Burton, the green and white car, and Brad Keselowski and he make contact.
Keselowski got to his rear bumper, just took a little bit of a lub tap, turned him sideways, looked to me like he was on the left corner of that bumper, turned him right down into Harrison Burton.
Well, and it's just what we were talking about, Clint, with everybody trying to feel out exactly what their cars were doing, and those guys in the middle didn't have anything to do with the handling. So, you know, you see Brad into the back. Oh, yeah, you're exactly right, Clint.
The 42 car of John Hunter Nemechek just got up a little higher. Brad was probably trying to stay square and being pushed by the guy behind him, and they just got a little bit offset right there.
Austin Dillon, Jimmy Johnson among those with damage in this one. We're 6 laps in at Daytona.
Back up in front of Logano.
And Chastain saw it coming and went up with him.
Now Logano the outside. They can't get around.
Oh, no! Keselowski gets turned by William Byron. Blaney gets caught up. Gilliland, Truex, Hamlin, and more.
All those Fords were struggling to get around Chastain. Who could get around and get that clean air track position first? That's what happened.
You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. I mean, it's a parking lot down there. Cars parked everywhere.
Blaney out. Big damage on him.
Toe link broke on the back. That one's done.
Keselowski all wadded up. Gilliland, the black and red car, right with him. Anthony Alfredo there.
Reddick, massive damage on him.
Thursday night winner Tyler Reddick. Martin Truex. Eric Jones comes to pit road. So does Kyle Larson. Denny Hamlin made it back to the pits. So did Chris Buescher.
Well,
a lot of damage.
It just always gets to this point. As you get to the end of the race, the pushes get harder. Everybody's just throwing caution to the wind to say, the heck with it. I'm going to the front. Martin Truex tore it. He's tore it bad right there.
Well, Chastain, I mean, I'd say he was a lone wolf up there. He was throwing blocks left and right, and they were making moves.
It was Alex Bowman with a push into William Byron that did not go well.
But it was the movement in front of them started stacking those guys up.
Yeah, when they get to blocking and moving out of line, those bump drafts just become misaligned, and all that energy going forward, they can't stop it, and they wind up running into the back of each other, misaligned, and they wreck, just like they did right there. And you see Alex Bowman up the racetrack, and then they start zigging and zagging here. And
well, obviously, William Byron and Bowman, that's where it ended up. But the movement from the 6 and the 22, jockeying for position, trying to outduel one another to that position of passing Chastain, that's what stacked all those guys up and got them in trouble. Those guys were going for it. Chastain was holding them up. You saw the 6 go to the bottom. You saw the 22 go to the outside. The race was on, and unfortunately, those guys behind him.
This gives you a much better view right there. You see the 24 car just being pushed, and sometimes you're not aligned, and you know you're not lifting, and that car gets to moving around, and you hope it works out, and it just didn't work out right here.
We saw this same scenario playing out at the duels the other night when Blaney got in a wreck. You really can't pin it on anybody. It's hard racing, everybody going for it, but when those cars move in front of them, it slows the energy down.
Let's ride with Alex Bowman.
He was trying to stay off of him.
And you heard him lifting out of the gas.
Several times. This probably tells the other part of the story. You're not going to run 3 wide that long.
Well, we said it several laps ago, right? We both said it. The way that the pushes were coming, it was just a matter of time before this happened. And with the energy and everything that there is right now, it's just too much for the cars to handle to go straight. And that was a classic example of just getting shoved a little bit too hard and getting out of shape, and it's not time to lift.
Here's Denny Hamlin.
Terrible feeling.
Nothing you could do. Long for the ride. Landed right in his lap.
And we'll look out the back of Ross Chastain's number 1. this is Ross Chastain's crew led by Phil Surgeon. Yep, they were out in front of it.
I mean, that was inches that they missed the back bumper of that car.
Yeah, when Keselowski turns.
Oh my gosh. If that left rear quarter panel wasn't curved in a little bit, I mean, it went right with the curvature of the left rear quarter panel.
Ross Chastain and Brandon McReynolds did a phenomenal job of keeping those guys behind him. Had he slipped up one time and missed a block, he'd have been right in the middle of that.
All right, let's do this next replay in real time. Chase Briscoe, the Mahindra tractor cam. That was Days of Thunder right there.
I mean, it's just a typical super speedway wreck that happened at the front of the pack at the end of the straightaway, and there's just nowhere to go and nothing to do. You just hope you're not damaged as bad as everybody else.
Now the driver's not just there along for the ride. Let's watch Daniel Suarez. You saw that steering wheel spin hard. That's why he's got his hands off it to avoid injury.
Yeah, and I saw him squint his eyes after that first hit. Those were big hits.
All right, Denny Hamlin next.
Yeah, those hits are coming from behind the car, and those are the worst hits in this car as you're getting rear-ended. And you see his head fly forward. Those are actually coming from the back of the car. Some of them are from the front, but the first couple shots are from the back of the car, and that's just the violence of the wrecks that happen in this vehicle.
Wow. And here's Eric Jones.
Never stopped driving.
No, he'd drive it all the way, but I like the way he had it hands on the wheel where he couldn't get a thumb or a finger caught in the spokes if that thing jerked around on him.
Yeah, foot on the throttle too. He was wheeling it. Oh, that one got his wrist.
Yeah,
that one got his wrist.
Grabbed his hand.
Yeah, a tough week for Ryan Blaney. Thursday night and Monday night. Joey Logano.
You see how quick they want to get their hands off the wheels with these rack and pinion steerings, Kevin. Tell us how much stronger that is than what it used to be.
Yeah, and that's the reason that you see a lot more of these guys take their hands off the wheel, because the rack will just jerk your hands out, and if your thumbs are in there, it'll break them. We saw Ryan Blaney grab his wrist there. Eric Jones, he held onto the wheel, but he holds the wheel with his thumbs up on top of the wheel. A lot of guys do not. They hold their thumb around the wheel, and the spokes will literally rip your thumbs off and break them.
Yeah, I think it was his wrist. It could have been his thumb. I mean, to your point, usually is. That's why it hooks your wrist.
Well, we saw the same thing that happened to the top lane with the bottom lane. They got broke up, and now we've got William Byron leading the bottom lane with Austin Cindric behind him. Ross Chastain leading the outside lane.
1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank, and away they go. That is Cindric into Chastain and up into traffic.
Did they complete that lap?
did the leader get the white flag?
This
Caution
could be
waving.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close.
I don't know if he got it out in time.
I believe they saw the white flag.
I think it's puts Chastain in a momentum situation. Byron sees him coming. He hears him block right there. Chastain moves, shoots the gap, clips Cindric, turns him around.
Yeah, and Chastain had the right idea of where he needed to go.
He went for it.
The caution came out at the wrong time, and William Byron winds up winning the race with the timing of the caution on the white flag lap.
From Alex Bowman.
Watch this push. Here he goes for the gap, shoots it, closed in. He was going for it.
All those guys are going for it. Everybody was doing exactly what they had to do. Eric Jones's Advent Health camera here as they're coming to the white. Seeing everything spin, he made it through.
And watch Chastain here. Man, he misses this inside wall so close when he spins down here. Watch how close he gets to this end of the pit road wall.
And the other thing that I noticed...
Watch this, Kevin. And here this first group comes off down the front straightaway in the tri-oval. Oh!
Corey LaJoie
around in that water, more than likely, leaving the pit road. Still green.
They were 4 wide, and you can see the water marks there, stuck on the outside, leaving pit road. And that's where those puddles are. Wow.
You see, look, Elliott about spun in front of him. You see those guys right back here. It's Haley. It starts getting bottled up. Now watch.
Oh, yeah, they all checked
bottles up big time. Elliott gets in the back of Haley. He comes down, gets into Bell. Look how close it was for Chase Elliott. Yeah. Barely missing that. So close.
Yeah, it actually started with Alex Bowman up there. He checked up really hard. See a lot of cars. Chase Briscoe spin himself out. Luckily, he spins himself out and is headed down towards the grass before those cars came down the racetrack. So lucky situation right there. You see Alex Bowman backed up right there, and it just accordions the back until they finally bottle up.
That was so close with Elliott and Bell right there. He almost clipped him.
Look at Ryan Blaney right in the middle of that. Gets rear-ended by Zane Smith. Underneath.
On the outside, he had him everywhere. Watch this accordion all the way up through him.
Oh, yeah, you see the 38 car of Todd Gilliland actually pull up that red car right there with the generator logo on the front.
How did Elliott miss that? Gosh.
Wow.
Couldn't put the Sunday paper. Do they still have a Sunday paper in Anniston? I'm not sure.
Not a large amount of damage on Haley's car, I don't think. Obviously, Bell got the blunt of most of it. A lot of damage on the front of him. He's done.
Checking up. Stay in middle. Watch your firm to come down. Here.
Yeah, and Briscoe's really lucky that car spun out, or he could have piled nose first into those cars that came down the racetrack. Listen to the rear tires lock up.
Checking up.
Look at that, Clint. You see how aware he is. He had that thing downshifted into first gear, into neutral, whatever he shifted into right there, and then pulled it back one to put it in first.
Here's Ryan Blaney's narrow escape.
Easy. Middle. Low.
Wow. And he got tagged from behind by Zane Smith.
Yeah, and you saw
that pack's in trouble.
They're gonna have to make another plan or commit to running as long as they can, but these guys
are trouble. Turn 3. It's Bubba Wallace and Eric Jones.
Oh my goodness.
That's exactly what happened. You couldn't do that. They were single file.
Yeah, the air cleaner is completely off of Eric Jones's car.
Now, this is the group, the Toyota group, guys. They were single file driving off, as Kevin was talking about, getting into turn 3.
What in the world?
Denny Hamlin is in it, down in the apron. Oh, and John Hunter Nemechek as well. So that is half or more of the Toyotas are taken out in this crash.
Well,
see him move up. The 23 actually gets in it.
And
Jones, and then they start moving around, stacking them up.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but what we were talking about earlier over that tunnel, you see the back of those cars moving around. Look at that. See the back of the cars moving around, and as they're moving around, they come down and they're all connected in a they're not lined up, I guess is the best way to put it. It just gets them out of whack.
Now, Denny Hamlin was to the inside. Somebody must have slid down into him off the banking.
That is a good plan gone wrong.
Good Lord.
Well, let's watch for Martin Truex.
Tight. Watch your record. Bottom.
Yeah. Nemechek came down and tagged the 11.
Now, obviously, pushing very hard on one another, capitalizing on this opportunity that they gave themselves. But
yeah, and you just see those cars go over those. Oh my gosh, what a big shot by Eric Jones. But you see those cars go over that bump, and all of a sudden they're misaligned.
Boy, they had them. They had these guys on the ropes.
Now we'll get NASCAR's view from the 42 of John Hunter Nemechek. Wow, he hit Hamlin really hard and sent Denny into the outside wall at almost a 90-degree angle. Big push from Truex. Keselowski as well. Here comes Gragson.
Energy's on the bottom. It's deteriorating on the top.
Now does Keselowski. Is he wingman to McDowell, or does he have a chance to win this race? Off turn 4 for the final time.
Comes a run by Brad. There he goes to make his move. He's going to switch back over.
Oh, the block, and around goes the 34. And Reddick steals one.
That was almost exactly how Brad won this race, his first race. Huge wreck here, guys. Reddick.
Oh my God! Great work, guys! Woo!
Tyler Reddick for the win. Everybody else wrecks.
You knew it was coming. McDowell was trying to block. That run was coming.
A dejected Michael McDowell drops the window net.
Great work, guys!
Didn't make it across the start-finish line either.
Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan will get to celebrate as car owners. It'll take a while to get the list of cars involved.
Doing what he's done the whole time, and that's keeping the Michael McDowell up in the front of the pack.
But I loved what he did here. He pushed him away and created a gap. He drug that brake, got this momentum built by Gragson off his bumper, and away we go. Make the move to the outside. McDowell blocks him high, goes to the bottom, and look at the energy coming with Gragson. Brad was able to utilize that block, pushes him, and that was one block too many on McDowell's behalf. Turned him around.
And look at Reddick. Maintain his foot on the floor and shoot through as mayhem develops behind. The first 4 cars get by unscathed. Reddick, Keselowski, Gragson, and Berry.
This was his opportunity, just a huge move right here, and just came across the nose of Brad's car right there. Tyler Reddick never lifted.
Watch the 7 here. Well, I have to get to a different angle, but man, he was into the wall and
he was up on his side.
Yeah, for a long ways.
And LaJoie ends up 19th as a result of that. Joey Logano kept driving it across the line, and that's how he ended up unofficially 14th.
Well, I promise you, he had his eye on that start-finish line. If you can keep your car straight, you're not going to let off until it's sideways and uncontrollable.
There you can see. Watch the 7 car get up on its side.
Oh, it's upside down.
Upside down.
Underneath Josh Berry.
And it's still sliding on its side all the way down the wall.
Yeah, he's going to finish the race.
Look at that. That is wild. I thought I saw that.
LaJoie, 19th.
Wow. Unbelievable. Oh, it's going to go over.
What a win would do for him tonight. Incredible. And he fits into that category. Oh, and here we go. Chastain's involved. Noah Gragson, Eric Jones, Kyle Larson.
Such a calm point in the race. It was too wide or single file, and all of a sudden chaos.
We're still rolling. We're still rolling, but we got damage. Bring it right.
Look at Noah Gragson. Bowman's involved. Truex gets going again. Ty Gibbs in the 54. And Corey LaJoie, who was having such a great run.
He's stuck. All the tires are
Denny
down.
Hamlin.
He just immediately shot to the left. Here you go. Being a big pushback from Corey right here. Shoves him to the left. He has to correct it. Then he comes back across the racetrack in front of Corey. And that's what we talked about earlier. You can push and you can shove, but when you don't do it correctly and you get it wrong just by a little bit, you mistime it, this is what happens. Here you go. Watch the 7, the 10, the 1. The 10 is against the 1. The 7 starts pushing him. There's nowhere for the 10 to go. It's very fortunate they didn't. You'll see the drivers down the back straightaway. You'll see hands out the windows when they're going to pit the next time by. You just got to give as much notice as possible.
Yeah, it does you no good to get run over coming to pit road.
Whoa, here we go. John Hunter Nemechek goes for a wild ride, trying to get down to that low side and had contact with Haley. And that was a fortunate escape.
Lee, a change at this racetrack. All of that is now pavement. That used to be grass.
It's over on the back section, heading towards what was known as the bus stop, the Le Mans chicane as it's called now. And look at that. That once upon a time, to Jeff's point, was grass. Thankfully now it's all asphalt, and John Hunter Nemechek does not roll. Just slides.
Watch the contact from the 5. Boom. That shoots him into the 51, and around he goes. And that noise is grinding pace out of that race car. It's bringing the speed down. When it gets in grass, it doesn't slow down like that. We've seen so many cars flip. You can see the contact from the 5. It moved the 42, and around he goes.
Big test for that new fin on the rear window. You saw the back of that car hop a few times. Without a doubt, stayed glued to the pavement, as you pointed out, Jeff. Very important.
And so now, all of those teams and drivers are expecting green flag stops. Some had given up track position, right? Thinking they were going to get green flag stops. Now they're all going to pit under caution.
That was a mighty shove from the 5 onto Nemechek. That sent him to the left across the front of Justin Haley and down, and fortunately gets away with it. Can he push his way further forward over these closing 8 laps coming up?
Oh, they got together at 3.
Whoa! McDowell goes up high. Larson is in it. Reddick's in it. Logano, Wallace, Haley.
That all started in turn 3. Cindric tried to lift to prevent it from happening, but he did not lift quick enough.
It's the second big one of the night. Larson will be left waiting and wanting that top 5 again. McDowell went for a wild ride. Let's have a listen to his radio.
That was uncalled for. Well, that was super uncalled for. Yeah, I don't get it at all.
All this was off of turn 4. All right, so now they're going down the front straightaway. Watch the pipes on the 2 car. He sees it starting to happen. McDowell pulls up in front of him. A push from Barry. tries to get to the outside, lifts right there, and still contact. And then, look at this.
Whoa. And Michael McDowell, who knows what it's like to have a massive crash at a high-speed track, got away with that one.
See the fire come out of the pipes of the 2 car? He was being pushed by the 4. He knew he had too much speed. He was doing all he could to prevent it, but it just could not get it slowed down. See the additional aerodynamic devices that were applied on the cars this week to prevent the cars from getting in the air.
Absolutely. It's impossible to know exactly what part or piece, but clearly the 34 was on his way upside down and came back onto its tires. The work by NASCAR. Look at this right here. Nowhere to go, nothing to do.
To go for Ricky
that
Stenhouse.
extra work by NASCAR helping. This is the concern, right? When you're hit with another car, when the 22 makes contact, the 34 instantly goes in the air. And if this car continues to tumble, it's the 22, 23 down the line, but it comes back, I say onto the tire, onto the wall actually, and then makes contact with the tires. You see Bubba Wallace in it, the 45 of Reddick in it. Both 2311 cars.
This is the view from Kyle Busch.
One of the worst wrecks I've ever seen. Ricky Craven at Talladega. Spun, car got in the air, and he went into the catch fence. This car of McDowell's comes back down and gets into the wall.
And there are cars involved, drivers involved there that have had terrific nights. But it is over. And look at how fortunate Michael McDowell was. Here's the view from Chris Buescher.
That's just amazing. I mean, it doesn't even look, I mean, it's 3,500 pounds plus of the 34 car. At these speeds, it flies in the air like a Matchbox car.
It doesn't get any less graphic, does it?
No, it does not. And again, Cindric gets into the back of the 34 and starts all this, but when you see the fire out of the pipes, that's him lifting out of the throttle. And he knew he was trying to prevent it, but he just had too much speed and didn't lift soon enough.
There's about 14 cars involved in this second big one here tonight.
Who's going to try to make it 3 wide? Whoa!
Whoa! Berry's gone, and he goes up and over! Huge hit for Josh Berry. Eric Jones is involved. There's Austin Cindric. That was wild. William Byron trying to get his way back as the AMR safety team are swiftly on the spot to aid Josh Berry on what has been an incredible night for the Stewart Haas driver up until the second to last lap.
Contact. The 2 is getting pushed, and as soon as that car was pushing him, got turned around and went. This is what scared me, because Josh is hanging on his belts. He's not in his seat. He's hanging on his belts and has that frontal impact.
Everything that went right for the 34 to set his car back on the wheels didn't go right for Josh Berry. And I'm with you, Jeff. The flip is the first concern, but then the hit into the wall when gravity is pulling you out of the seat is just different. Multi-point harness is trying to hold your hips and your lower body tight into that seat. But as you run all day, the heat, the sweat, everything kind of loosens up a little bit. You have to keep tugging on those belts. It was so great for Josh to get out.
And again, that speaks to the structural integrity. Here's the view from Austin Dillon. Oh. Massive hit with Gilliland.
Austin thought he was going to miss it, and then Gilliland came from nowhere. See, here's the push from behind, and then it moved the 2-car up. And again, pushing gone wrong.
What a violent hit.
See right there, there's the push. And they all stacked up, the 8, the 20. Now the one thing about that car, when it's sat down on the roof,
yes,
look at the integrity of the roof. It's sitting there really strong. That's something this car is really good at. The older car, that roof would collapse. This car is much stronger. This is two weeks in a row, Steve, with cars in the air.
Yeah, a change was made. Obviously more work to be done. At these speeds, the cars, here we go, this is on board with Barry.
Have a listen.
Gets turned around upside down. Lose the camera, but you know what happened.
Driver out of Hendersonville, Tennessee. Boy, he took a ride. And thank goodness for the safer barriers. Absolutely did what it's supposed to do.
Just that ping-ponging that was happening further back, Zane Smith.
This is, we talk about it all the time. These late race restarts, they're just wild. And you know that it's a great chance you're going to be in a wreck. Jimmy Johnson called it. He said there's going to be another caution because he's been in them. I've been in them. Dale Jarrett's been in them. It's almost expected. You almost are like, I know I'm going to be in a wreck.
For 2 cars in particular at the front, one of them being the 8, the other the 21 of Harrison Burton, the path opened up. Watch this. And there's the Dex imaging machine of the Wood Brothers 21. So the 8 and the 21 got clear passage. Watch this. Straight through. Christopher Bell, also lucky. Todd Gilliland was not. Parker Retzlaff got through. He had an open passage as well after a tough night last night in the Xfinity race. He may just get an amazing result here in this Cup race.
Busch goes low. Burton blocks. He gets back up. Comes to the line. Jeff, your little boy, has done it. Harrison Burton wins in Daytona and does what his uncle and dad did. How about that? At a time when he doesn't have a ride in Cup next year, he wins at the World Center of Racing.
He was trying to catch the pack so that he didn't lose it, so he didn't get lapped again. But watch right here. Everybody's getting by him. He tries to move up. And when he does, there's the 78 of BJ McLeod, and he ends up spinning himself out. That is an overreaction. Like, if that was too much being afraid of getting lapped twice. Had he gotten to the back of this pack, Steve, with as big of a turbulence is, I believe he could have stayed on to the back and just stayed one lap down.
That's totally on Daniel Suarez, 100%. B.J. McLeod had no option right there. We talked about embracing the chaos. This is fighting the chaos. Daniel didn't do anything wrong to have to come down pit road. That's a team situation. So as a race car driver, you just have to play the hand you're dealt. We're going to see huge accidents. They're going to affect cars all day long. You just have to pick either the bottom or the top. Being kind of pulled into the pack, middle three, is just a place you cannot be.
William Byron won the lottery. He was the first car. He got a front row view of this. Watch, the Tootsie Chevrolet is about to go right and then aggressively left, and it happens right in front of William Byron and AJ Allmendinger. It's been strong again, which has been the storyline post the Olympic break. Here comes the pack into the tri-oval. Who's going to grab the points? Logano pulls out of the line. He's going for it. So too is Larson. Here comes Joey Logano with a big stomp. Boom! Ryan Blaney at the end of stage 2. Ross Chastain as well. The reigning Cup Series champ has a big one right on the line at the end of the second stage.
That is huge right there. That has major consequences to the playoffs.
Blaney said, look at what we did last weekend in Kansas to show you what we're capable of. Think about how many times we've been taken out. Daytona, Watkins Glen, Darlington. The AMR safety team are right there to assist Ross Chastain. Unfortunately for Ryan Blaney, the champ, it's happened again. And as always, we thank the AMR safety team for their swift, speedy response and the care of the drivers. What happens? Did he get pushed by Bowman? Right at the end of stage 2. You're watching the Yellowwood 500 here at Talladega.
38 car. Remember, he served a penalty. They're going to try to get around him. Todd's going to probably stay right to the bottom. This late in the race, there's no need in playing games with this.
This is what happened to AJ Allmendinger earlier. And look at that. Look at the speed of the pack. Here we go. Cindric's gone. So too is Logano. Harrison Burton's in there. LaJoy.
The whole field.
My goodness.
Something stacked everybody up on the front 2 rows. The pushes something happened to slow them down. Look at this mess.
With 5 to go, we got this far.
Logano's in it.
As a car, Logano went pretty early. Here's Gilliland trying to get back to it. It was Austin Cindric that was going down the backstretch facing the wrong way. LaJoy went off track, now he rejoins. Here's an interesting way to return to pit lane from
Reddick after the disappointment of Kansas. Bowman, a great run in the playoffs. He gets back to pit road to the service of his crew. The rest of this mess has to be untangled.
So, 2 of the key playoff players who got through that, Kyle Larson and William Byron.
Now who can get rolling?
That's right, Jeff. A lot of conversations been talked about. Are you out of the race? Are you not? Well, all these cars have had significant contact. So if you can't get your car back under your own power, I'd be shocked if NASCAR is not going to allow you or going to allow you to continue. Austin Cindric windowing that down. That's basically day over.
You can see drivers, if they feel like it can roll, they're going to keep their windowing net down. They're going to ask just to get pushed off, get pulled back.
They also have a system that you can air up, and it actually extends the rear shocks. It's a newer flat tire system, so you can drive back on flat tires. We'll see if any of these cars are able to drive away from the wreck on their own power.
And you can have a good finish with just a little bit of damage.
Yeah. Are there any with just a little bit of damage? I mean, what mess over there.
John Hunter Nemechek trying to get the gear wrench Toyota going. to drive back to pit road. Wow.
Noah Gregson's got his car moving.
Cindric's out.
Cindric led 29 laps today and was at the front, there or thereabouts, in those top 3 rows for the majority of the race.
Right there. The 2 got so far out in front of the 6, and then with all the pushing and shoving, when he got to the 2 car, he was going so fast. Right here, boom, and around he goes.
He got there, and he was also kind of moving from right to left. He wasn't, you know, it happened so quick.
Look at the push. But this is what I saw.
That's
the pushing,
right.
And the 22 was getting pushed by the 21.
Right.
The 21 was getting pushed by the car behind him. It all happened, Dick, because the 2 got out so far. And that got mixed up when they passed the lap car of Gilliland. Yeah. That changed the energy of the pack.
That was a big hit to the left side of the 47. Unbelievable. The 47 was able to keep it straight. If we watch that again, watch this 2 car right here. Gets pushed, bang, right off the 47. Stenhouse is able to keep it straight.
Look at the 9, Chase Elliott, big impact. You're talking about a big wreck with big ramifications for the playoffs. And Austin Cindric's essentially leading this race, and if he wins it, he's advancing to the next round, and here he is, crashed.
Kyle Larson and Kyle Busch, they sail through. Here's the view from the 47. Wow.
Logano's car, you saw it hop up in the air.
This is Chris Busch's view. Daniel Suarez was in there, Zane Smith as well. How about Chase Elliott? This isn't going to be good.
Look at all of these race cars, and I'm going to tell you, one driver that's not even in this. Matter of fact, he's been done for a while. Ryan Blaney. That was a massive, potentially huge deal for him. Remember, he was crashed. He was out of this race. And all of these cars are going to have poor finishes. That is going to be a big help to Ryan Blaney.
Tyler Reddick's view. Alex Bowman's ride, and he was able to continue and get back to his pit box.
It's just, you know, all the pushing and shoving, and eventually, Steve, it's more than it'll work out.
One great bit of news in this accident, all the cars stayed on their tires. That was a point of conversation coming here. Some changes by NASCAR. You know, wrecks are still wrecks, and I'm sure a lot of these did not feel great for the driver, but all the cars staying on their tires, a big point of focus coming here. Here you go.
So watch this. So the 2 is out, right? He's going by Todd Gilliland, who's a lap down. Now all of this energy is coming. The 6, the 22, the 21, the 14, all of those just continue to push the 6 into the 2.
He retrieved. This was the view of AJ Allmendinger in the Strive Chevy. So close. Got within 5 laps of the finish. And then the big one happened.